Hello, guys. How are you? It's Archie Luxury here. Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the program. How are you going, guys? How are you going indeed? Got quite a few people in the audience there. Jamie's there. Hello, Jamie. I don't understand why Jiro's got a hard on for saying weird things about the Khaleesi dial. I just don't understand it. I mean, I love Jiro, but I don't think you'd say Jiro's a style icon. And I just don't understand. I don't understand why he gets so angry about things. I think it's jealousy. Jealousy and an inability to buy that same thing. That's what happens. People get snaky and nasty. They get very jealous. And this is the way it goes there. Okay, I'm going to post the link. Let's get this link posted and we'll see who can come on there. I got to be totally honest with you. This was a bit strange last night. I don't think he's really making progress, to be completely honest with you. I don't see a positive step forward. Maybe it's just me. What else is happening in the world of Archie Luxury? Well, it's Monday in Brisbane.
Hey, Archie.
Hello, Marcelo. How are you?
Well, as you see, the camera is closed because I just woke up.
Hey, man,
like
that's
10 minutes
okay.
ago.
I hope you're
But
next
later,
to your wife there. Is she next to you in bed there?
yeah, no, I just went. Yeah, but I just went out to make a coffee now. So, yeah,
Yes.
soon I'm going to get dressed and I'm going to go out, and then we can
No,
look
that's
more
fine. No
normal.
rush there. You just get yourself the devil. Hello, devil. How are you?
Oh, hi there, Archie. Good to see you again, my friend. Marcelo, both of you guys, great to see you. What's happening?
I don't know when you take us.
Yeah, yeah, we don't really, we bat for the other team. I must admit the
Listen,
Jesus team.
I'm always looking for new recruits. We can always have a try before you buy type situation. You tell me what you want and we'll see if we can make your dreams come true.
Yes, I'm not quite sure about entering into those sort of a deal there.
Well, you know, listen, on another note, just quickly, I'm looking to come Earthside soon, and I'm just wondering, what watch should I wear when I'm walking amongst the humans on Earth?
anything you want.
I was thinking
Anything
about
you
a yellow
want.
gold sub. What are your thoughts on that, Archie?
Well, you definitely can be the only one that can get the stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny you say that. It's like when you have a genie who says, what do you wish for? You say a Lamborghini. Then you find out it's not a matching numbers car. You know what I mean? It's got the wrong interior. It's got the wrong switchgear. You know, it's kind of, yeah, I think, yeah, it's, that's kind of how it goes there.
Another option I was thinking about, Archie, was the yellow gold Yachtmaster 2. That's a pretty douchebaggy sort of a watch, and I'm a bit of a douchebag.
Douchebag. That's exactly it there. That's the way to go. That's the
Okay,
way
man,
to
gotta
go.
go. Got souls to grab and people to eat. I'll talk to you soon, big boy.
Yes.
Bye.
See you. Hey, Marcelo. I don't think this is improving. Do you?
Actually, I think he got released now or something. But look, they are doctors. They don't really understand, they think, what's going on. Also,
He was starting to undress himself on. I just put him in the back room, so he didn't realize.
I felt that. I felt that. I felt that, and you got man. I don't know if this
can you see the back room? Do you see the back room?
No, I cannot. As a guest, I cannot see the back room. But the thing is, your experience in YouTube so long to read things almost before it happened, man.
What do you think the problem is
brilliant.
with him? What's the problem with him? He wants attention.
I think he wants attention.
See what worries
producer
me.
Producer Mike want a link something. I just saw appearing now.
It's I got to tell you, I saw that Jiro was saying some things about that Khaleesi dial of Jamie's. I think that's a beautiful watch. I don't. I think it's beyond money.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what is. I mean, with the Jiro, I think when he said that in Rolex, because I saw the video yesterday before I went to the wine tasting, I think he got confused between the Khaleesi dial and the normal world time. Because yes, the normal world time is very easy to get in Patek boutique. They are there.
Well, it's expensive. It's not cheap.
Yeah, it is. But I think when he said that,
but
no, it's not.
You got to understand, a lot of Pateks have come out. They're very expensive. They may not be the fastest sellers, but they become classics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't understand. I can't understand what's wrong with him, to be honest with you.
Look, he's young. He's in Russia. It's still, it's still a little bit a different culture, I guess.
Yeah.
And look, he lives in Germany. He's a
I think he's a bit lonely.
Smart kid.
You know what I mean? I think he's a bit lonely too. He had a Ukrainian girlfriend who left him for a older, wealthier guy. That's always gives you a chip on the block. You know what I mean? It gives you a bit of a grudge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's not a nice start to dating and women, is it? Really?
Actually, we all got burned in the past. We have a lot of experience.
Yes, we all been burnt in the past, but still, it's never easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's get the super chats underway, guys. What's going on, guys? Super chat. Let's get the super chats underway here, guys. Let's just get the super chats happening for today. We've We don't have any super chats.
Of course not, because you're still 1 hour earlier.
I don't know what's wrong with Yankee Doodle. What's wrong with you, Yankee? I didn't find Tim particularly interesting. No. Well, Yankee, what do I do, man? Do I invite people on? Do I not put people on? Marcelo is the reason. No super chats from me. Marcelo, what did Marcelo do wrong, Yankee? What the hell is wrong with these guys? Yankee Doodle, no super chats. I don't understand. What's wrong with Yankee Doodle? Yankee Doodle's normally
Yankee
pretty.
Doodle, actually?
He's been a loyal fan. No dollars for me. No dollars from AC3 for AC3 from me, Yankee. Well, okay, no worries. I don't understand what's wrong with Yankee.
Does Yankee is a fan of Parsley and the other guys or something?
I don't know. Marcelo is the worst. Well, why don't you come on then? If you think he's the worst, why don't you come on? We've had some really enjoyable. I got to tell you, I enjoyed. Here we go, super chat. There we go. We've broken the dry spell. Absolute bore. $2. Thank you, Absolute bore. Yeah, thank you so much.
Here the stuff come good.
Mr. Valjew, $5. I love you, Archie. So much new money clamoring to tin can Rolex steel. 40,000 for a steel Daytona that can get you nicely into Patek. I got to tell you, the whole watch thing is disillusioning. I don't know what's happening in this world. Things are getting incredibly expensive, hard to get. All sorts of collectibles are getting harder. I got to tell you this. I look around a number of collectibles.
Yeah, sure.
All sorts of them are getting harder. They're really getting harder. People are buying a lot of stuff. And I don't understand a damn thing what's going on in this world.
Archie, you can post the link again? Yeah, maybe
sure.
I think producer Mike wanted to come.
It's man, I tell you what, 40,000 for steel. Man, this is just ridiculous. I can't, I agree you can get into Look, Patek is not a watch you wear every day. Patek is more of a special occasion sort of watch, but it's true. The whole world is crazy. It's crazy. Yankee Doodle, $5. I love you, Arch. And here's Jesus Christ. How are you?
Peace be with you, my son. Great to be on the show.
Jesus.
Look at this.
Hey, Marcelo.
We've got Watch Jesus, and now we've got Jesus. Hey, producer Mark, how are you?
Really good, Archie. I'm in the hospital.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, I got atrial fibrillation.
What is that?
Let me send thoughts and prayers to you, my son. I shall heal thee now.
Yeah, no, that's just a heart palpitation.
Okay.
You will be fine. Just have
did you
faith
eat bad
in
food?
me, my son.
I don't know, Archie. I don't know what it was. I got up in the morning and I had a very fast heart rate, and I just called 911, and next thing you know, I'm here.
May peace be with you. Bring your heart back to normal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Anytime.
You're going to be all right, producer Mike. Don't worry.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. I love you guys.
I love everybody.
So
I just hopped on to say hello, so you guys can do some positive things tonight. I'll get off.
Man, it's great. Please, our thoughts are with you, man.
Thank you.
And
Archie.
prayers.
Get well, my friend.
Yeah, take
Thank
care,
Thoughts
my
and
brother.
prayers.
Hey,
You got it, brother.
I tell you what,
Yes.
Yankee Doodle, I tell you, there was a fantastic. Do you watch that Dennis Collins channel? You know Dennis Collins, Yankee? Hello, Yankee.
No, not so much.
Yankee?
Super
God.
chat, Archie.
Okay, showcase watches, £4.50. Sure, Marcelo is a nice guy, but he's the 2021 loudmouth Tim of the show. He should be co-host on Elite Luxury or co-author of Luxury to Last or something. Thank you.
Bless you,
Okay.
Showcase, my child, for these lovely super chats for our dear disciple, Archie. Thank you, my child.
I got to tell you something. Jesus, what's happening with this COVID? We had a COVID disaster. What's this crypto crap, Jesus?
Crypto crap is like religion, my child. You either believe or you don't. It's up to you, my son.
Any rising crypto crap you can recommend to our religious followers?
I personally endorse Dogecoin and Baby Dogecoin.
And Shubu?
Yes,
Shubu?
I was in Shiba before the big pump. So yes, I've been in all the
Ethereum?
doggy. I love Ethereum. Jesus loves all the meme coins and Ethereum. But remember, this is not heavenly advice. This is opinion only.
He's right. They love everything, all the coins that go up and down.
Crypto crap.
Archie, my son, do you believe in me, your Lord?
I'm not sure.
Archie,
If you believe in me, my son, you can believe in the crypto crap.
Okay. Crypto crap. I am light on the loafers, Diego. £1. Thank you so much.
Bless you, my child. A free blessing with every super chat from the Lord Jesus himself. Bless you, my son.
Yeah. I got to tell you, prices are gone crazy. I like that Louis Vuitton stuff. On
Any
the
super
eBay.
chats over $20, I'll guarantee you a place in heaven.
This is a heaven discount. I would go higher.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, we've got to get you. Look, we've got to convert you to Christianity, Marcelo. One day, I'm trying.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not far away from it. The Jewish are Christians in a way.
The way you stood up to those meanies on the Autism Daniels show was amazing. You have my all-time blessing for that.
Thank you.
I got to tell you, it's a very tricky world. A lot of collectibles have gone crazy. Jesus, I tried to book a holiday down at the coast, 3 nights, because we need 2 rooms for the kids and us. You know, at Pepper's, it was $10,000 for 3 nights at Pepper's Soul.
My son, you must be looking for more humble abode. Remember,
you know,
thee shall not enter heaven unless thee enters through the eyes of the needles.
Watches 24, $5. Make me a 5-minute legend. Hey, legend.
You're also blessed, my child, and guaranteed a miracle before the day is out.
Here we go. Jamie Opulence, £20. Knock, knock. Permission to enter heaven, please.
You are there, my child. You shall sit at thine table and sup with me each night in heaven. Family specials, super chats over $40. The whole family gets in.
Jamie Lee Corpulence, £1.80. Patek dealer included a plastic wallet. Bargain.
Plastic is a wonderful thing to use in different types of wallets. We love our plastic on this show.
I got to tell you, man, seriously, the whole watches, luxury goods, cars are crazy. Everything is crazy except wages have not gone up. Wages for most people, if you're self-employed, it's different. But if you are salary and wage earner, it ain't happening. It ain't
If you really want to enter heaven, you forgo your wages and send them to Archie Luxury, for he shall make thine better world it be.
Mr. Valjoux, $2. Cheeses of Lazarus, your stick is lame. Yawn. Jesus of Lazarus.
Bless you, my child. Thou shalt receive one miracle before the day is out.
I got to tell you guys, it's oh, here we go. Red Shovel. Hello, Red Shovel.
Hey, it's just Tim. I'm just joining from somebody else's iPhone.
Hey, that's cool, man. How are you going?
Hey, Arch. I got like 5 minutes before I have to go back to the hotel and book it back to New York.
Hey, that's great. So which state, where are you now?
Great to see you.
We're at the restaurant. We just had food. We're drinking tea.
Yeah.
Lebanese place. Red Shovel, say hello.
Oh, that sounds great. Hey, how are you?
Hey, Tim. How you doing?
Huge fan of the community.
Huge fan.
Arch.
Man, that's... How are things
I can't
going?
hear anything, so it's okay. Hey.
It's been very, very tough.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Tough.
I know, like I had a few good days, but it's not gonna last. It is what it is. Sometimes you have the ups, sometimes you have the downs, and I'm going back to New York, so it's gonna tank.
Tell me this, but it costs a lot of money to go on the road like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it worth it, or
spend a fortune on all the? Man, I just blew through all the money. So.
Yeah.
But I can't. You know, this is once in a lifetime experience. Oh, we just got. Look at this. Wow. We got dates with. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know, but that looks really good.
That's Tim's date this evening.
Wow, that's delicious. Oh, that's peanut butter. Dates and peanut butter.
Wow, figs and peanuts. That's not. I like figs.
Yeah.
Look, Tim, it's a tough business there, man. It's really, really hard.
Yeah.
One of our competitors sold his sub. Did you hear about that?
No. Who?
Pigsley.
What? The one that Bear got him?
Yeah.
Oh my.
I got shown.
Is that right, Jesus? Jesus, did Pigsley sell his sub?
All worldly possessions should be bought and sold and donated to the Archie Luxury Show. For thine is the only way to enter thine eyes of needles and camels.
I'm not sure. I don't watch this show. I don't watch this show, but
I can't believe it, Arch.
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Man, that sounds like a lot of fun. I got to tell you, man, this YouTube is a tough gig, you know. It's
Sorry, here, I'll pour some. Don't touch it. I'll pour. I missed it.
He's drinking
Tim, you are committing the sin of gluttony, Tim. You are committing the sin of gluttony. You must stop now.
It's a disaster.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's expensive going on the road. You've been in where are you now? What state are you in now? Where?
I'm in London.
Oh, you're in London.
Last 5 minutes of London, and then I have to book it. I have to go home. I tried, by the way. So I tried to reschedule to stay one more day. Yeah. They asked me for $1,000 to stay one more extra day. Can you believe it?
No way.
It's ridiculous.
$1,000. That's for the hotel or for the tickets? Airline tickets.
It's for hotel and the plane.
Oh, forget that.
Yeah. So for $1,000, I can when I'm in New York, I can come for 3 days, and that's going to include hotel and tickets.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Make no
Hey,
sense.
hello, Jiro pal.
Hey, what's
How are
up?
you?
Hey,
What's
Jiro.
up?
Great stream last night.
Yeah. We need a little bit controversy. I think it's good stuff to get people
great.
heated.
You know, I was in the cab. I was listening a little bit, so it was great fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where
You
was
took it
this?
like a champ.
Where was
you took
this?
it like a champ. You got a
Where
bit of a soul reading from Arch, but you hung in there.
But it's not true, by the way. But that's not true. Okay.
Oh, he loves Jimmy Applins.
Yeah.
He really adores Jamie. It's absolutely. It's two on one, by the way. It's unfair, but that's okay. I used to it.
But Jiro, I actually saw the show yesterday, and I think, I think you're a good sport because a little bit, a little bit argument, a little bit drama, a little bit this. It's always good for the
Little
channel,
bit's
you know?
okay there.
A little bit of everything.
Jamie, indulgence, easily offended, £1. Thank you. Thank you so much. There.
Bless you, my child.
Joe Kramer's in the chat. Joe Kramer, we love you, Joe. Farmer Joe.
The
Joe
OG
Kramer, we love Joe Kramer.
Joe Biden. No, Joe Kramer. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm live. Oh yeah, I'm live. Oh yeah.
You're live.
So Tim, are you back from London or are you still in London?
No, he's still in London. He's flying back.
Hey, Tim, you've been streaming 6 hours. It's crazy.
I bless thee on thy journey back. You shall have a safe trip, my child.
6 hours. He was streaming for 6 hours, Jiro?
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, Archie, this is the Chili Badger. I badger people all the way through.
Good to see you. Hey, thank you,
good
man.
to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing
Good
well.
to see you,
we support
man.
you. We've been watching you from the beginning. You're the OG. I'm the OG.
Thank
Please,
you, man.
let's make sure that we make peace and enjoy the watch community.
Yes. That's cool, man.
Peace, love, and mung beans to everybody there.
That's great.
We're kind of with you, Archie.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
You guys
man,
so
that's
humble.
fantastic.
Cheers,
That's
Arch.
great, Tim. Cheers. Cheers.
Peace
to
be
you.
with you, Tim.
Huh?
Tim,
What?
when you come back to New York, I need to talk to you.
I'm coming back. Tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be okay because I'm so busy, but I'm gonna be back like Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm gonna be in full functioning capacity. Oh,
I don't know. I think I'm doing something wrong. My subs are everything is stuck.
Cameron, yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, the big
Rolex is
lovely.
Tim, you gotta do a stopover in Moscow and booze a little bit. Beer promised me to come to Moscow, so we probably set up for a meeting. And Tim, you can also come.
Oh yeah, I want to come for the Russian watch show. When is that?
It's every day. It's every day.
Every day? No, like Moscow Watch Week or something.
You look it up. I don't know.
Look,
but
man,
I tell you, if you go to AD, you've got almost all watches are available. Patek, Lange, AP not so much. Rolex also, it's a shortage of Rolex watches, but the other brands, plenty of them. You can just go and buy any.
Let's talk about the dates. Let's talk about it, okay? Let's figure something out. Let's make it happen. Because I haven't been to Mother Russia in a really long time, and it's about time we go to Moscow.
Yeah, and Tim talk Russian friendly, so you know.
Guys, I don't want to take up.
Okay, man. See you later, Tim. Thank you for coming on. We love you, man.
Cheers.
Thank you, man.
Bye, Tim. Bye.
Thank you, my son.
Guys, wave goodbye.
Archie.
Bye.
Peace be with you.
The
Thank
planet
you.
is better with you. Take
Thank
care.
you, man.
We love you.
Thank you.
Peace be with you,
Bye-bye.
my child.
Bye.
Jiro, what's going on, man? I gotta ask you this, Jiro.
What do you mean?
Jiro, like a lot of these watches, Lange and here we go, Divine Insurgents. Look at this. You said Oris is for beta soys and incel. What other brand falls into this category? Who said this? I said this, Divine, or
Bless you, Divine.
Oris,
America
I gotta tell you, it
way.
depends where you are on the tree. If you're starting out, I don't think Oris is that bad. Starting out, Tissot,
Archie,
Iris.
when I was last on Earth, I wore an Iris. Believe it or not.
Yes.
Archie, maybe Tissot I can understand, but Irish is already like 3-4 grand in some.
Yeah, Iris is getting greedy. Absolute bore, $2. Selling a sub for handmade height extension shoes. There we go. Okay. I got to tell you, Jiro Pal, you know, a lot of these Pateks, yeah, I agree with you. They are available, right? But that doesn't make them bad or anything like that. They just they're expensive. They're still very expensive. Very expensive.
But do you need a dress watch and a leather strap? I mean, leather strap is so expensive. You cannot wear it all the time. You just can wear it for half a year. Then you have to change it.
You don't need any of this stuff. You don't need. Do you need a Rolex? Really? Do you really need a Rolex? Nobody needs.
Of course, it's a sense of life. You can't live without a Rolex. Arch, come on.
Yeah, but
Arch, talk the talk and walk the walk. Archie,
Jiro.
You're flipping. You're flipping.
Jiro, if I have 10 sport watches that are basically watches that I can wear any day, and 1 or 2 dress watch is okay. You can put some balance into the, how we say, into the watch box, you know. Again, it's true, it's not a watch that I wear every day, but it's a watch that I wear maybe twice a year or something.
You spend 80,000 on a watch that you wear twice a year. Does it make sense? I don't think so.
You don't understand. That's like anything. Like these super rare Ferraris. People don't drive them. You don't see them with 100,000 miles.
You just own them. You
own them and you use them sparingly. That's part of the ritual. It's a ritualized ownership. This is the whole thing.
If you are worth 10 million plus, that's one thing. But if you're not that rich, and I don't think Jamie, I mean, he's a fine guy.
Jiro,
but
in
probably he bought this watch with Saddam Hussein's
money. You don't
money.
understand, Jared. With capitalism,
yes,
you're free to buy whatever you want. See, this is not the state. The state doesn't decide. You decide exactly what you want. If you really want to buy an airplane, you buy an airplane. You want to buy a watch, you can buy a watch. This is the whole point of freedom in a democracy.
I don't want a democracy. I want a dictatorship. Okay, Arch. I'm brutally honest.
You're already in a dictatorship. You're already in a dictatorship.
I can't talk about this. I'm sorry.
Yes. Look, Jiro, I gotta tell you this. Jiro, I gotta say this, man.
Yes.
I think you're very passive aggressive.
Absolutely. If I had a gun, I don't know. Let's skip it.
Passive aggressive is you say, oh, you can have whatever you want, buy. Then you start attacking people's choices. I think that's the problem. You got to have peace. You know what? You got to work out. You buy things for yourself. You know what I mean?
No, I buy things for my loved ones. I never buy things for myself.
Whatever makes you happy, but buying things for other people, that's also for yourself because you want the pleasure that you get from doing that. So, you know, I got to tell you honestly.
By the way, guys, you can boot me for 50 bucks. I don't mind.
Yeah.
And 150 bucks, I will expose my face.
Oh, look at that. I got to tell you, man, it's
But by the way, in a day like today, I'm willing to get boot for 50 bucks too.
yeah, it's a bit of a slow day today. It's Sunday, fun day. And it's been very, very hard to get this plane off the ground. It's been very, very difficult. It's a plane. What happened to that guy, Jesus? Hello, Jesus?
Well, he's around. Would you like me to send him on the show?
Sure. See what he says there. It's
okay. I'll see if I can find that young scamp. Won't be long.
Yes. Speaking of young scamps, Diego, how are you, man?
Hey, Diego.
Good. How are you?
Hey man, so you got the new apartment? You're buying the new apartment?
Give me just a second. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out my audio.
Only foolish people go for an apartment. Smart people go for the rest of Patek.
Hello?
What were you saying, Archie?
I said, how did you go? Last time we were speaking, you were buying a larger apartment. Is that all okay now?
Yeah, we're under contract. We're getting
Hey, is
photos
there any
taken of
chance
ours.
you could have the
soon.
two, keep your existing one, rent it out, and move into the new one? Is there any way you could do that?
I could, but I don't
'Cause
qualify to rent right now. There's like a waiting list in our. There's a waiting list in our building to rent, and it takes about 2
What do you mean
years.
by that?
Diego, £1.
Sorry?
Diego,
Damn, Marcelo,
£1.
you got to interrupt me. Jesus Christ.
That's all.
There's a waiting list in our building so that we don't have a bunch of rentals. So it takes about 3 years to get on that list. So
Oh, you can't just rent your apartment out.
right, because it's mostly owners. I think only 10% can be rentals.
Oh, so you can't just rent it out as an investment. You actually have to have permission to rent it out. Jesus Christ, what a nanny state.
Otherwise, I would. I mean, it makes no sense not to.
Diego Knob Jockey, £1. Thank you. Let me say this to you, Diego. So you got the new apartment. So you're going to sell your existing apartment then, aren't you? You're going to move into the new one and then sell the other one. Is that correct?
Exactly right. Yeah.
Now, Jiro, what were you saying? You're saying it's not a good idea to buy an apartment.
Of course not. If you are smart, Diego, you go for a dress Patek. Maybe a world time.
I don't understand. But what are you talking about?
Just forget.
Tattoo. How are you?
Hello, Archie, my friend.
Hold on.
It's a plane. It's a plane. It's a plane.
I just got off the plane.
The plane. Diego. Jiro. Yeah. Diego, I think
you want me to respond
Jiro,
to Jiro?
Jiro, what are you talking about? Instead of buying an apartment, he's got to have your own accommodation. You mean buy a house instead of an apartment? What are you talking about?
Diego, I said it jokingly. Just forget it, okay? Boy, you cannot make jokes on this channel. Everything is taken literally. Everything.
$5 wanted to recommend the films of David Cronenberg to Doco, in particular Eastern Promises and A History of Violence. David Cronenberg.
I prefer Wing Wing.
Actually, Diego, to go for a real estate, it's the best choice you can do in life, because real estate never decreases in price. For myself, I badly invest in real estate. I just buy assets. Car for me doesn't matter. I don't have a car actually. I had a BMW. I was crazy after cars, 10 years ago. Now I don't care about cars. For me, it's all about assets, stocks, and having assets that bring you cash flows and be financially independent, do your thing. And that's what's all about, okay? So if you cannot,
why do most Germans rent? They don't own anything. Why do they rent in Germany?
It's a traditional issue, because many Germans, if they change work, they change the city, so they don't want to be binded by their real estate. So they can easily move to another city and live there.
How old are you, man?
30s. He's in his 30s. Early
how do you
30s.
not understand that real estate doesn't ever go down?
Doesn't really, because any real estate I bought.
You talk like you're a big money guy, but you know there was a recession in 2008, right?
Well, he's in a different.
It's called Diego. If it crashes, you go and buy more. Okay, you buy the dip. It's called business, by the way.
Let me say this to you, Diego.
And
Diego, man.
In the state, by the way.
Diego, you're buying into a 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
You're buying a 2-bedder, and your other apartment, you're going to sell it. Is that right? You're in which state? You're in Idaho, aren't you?
Sure.
No, which state are you in? Where are you?
In the United States. One of those 50.
But Diego, something that you can
Yes, Marcelo.
need to understand, and I think
Mhm.
Paul actually doing that is when you buy something, he buy the whole thing. He doesn't do mortgages. He actually buy the asset. You know,
And then when
the
the
reason I
market
say
crashes, you're out of
Diego,
let me finish. I'm going to explain because what Diego say, my family in Miami, I have uncles that actually brought 3-4 houses, and everything was in mortgage. And when the crisis happened, they basically the banks wanted the money, and basically that's why they fell and they bankrupt everything. But if you buy the assets, it's different. So you can buy, even if they go down in value, it's okay, because after that, it's true what Paul says. It will go up in value again.
Diego.
Yeah.
How much is an apartment in your building there? Since you're not going to tell us the state, how much are you looking at? I just wanted to know out of interest. What are you looking at for a 2-bedder?
Mid-4s.
Mid-4s. And your 1-bedder, what's that worth?
Mid-3s.
Mid-3s, okay. Fair enough.
Diego,
upgrade.
Diego, may I ask you something, because I just don't understand. So
Jiro,
you have an apartment that's paid off.
I'll get to you in a second.
It's you have an apartment that's paid off, and you are purchasing the second apartment. Why are you selling the first apartment?
No, because he can't rent out the one he's in. He's not allowed to rent it out because they've got a community which they got to run it by to be able to rent it out.
What is it? Is it a kibbutz? What was it? Is it communism? What? It's strange.
Almost.
It's a kibbutz. It's a kibbutz.
It's to keep
They've
the
got
whole
some
building
rules.
from being a rental.
You know kibbutzim. You know what it is? Arch kibbutz.
No, what is it?
Marcello, explain him, please.
What's a kibbutz?
Is like a kind of it's almost like communism. It's a kind of a community, close community that we have in Israel. It's like it's almost like socialism in a way of a village, you know.
Yes, you live, you don't possess it, and you live, and nobody possess anything.
Just... Ocean Blue said it's a condo, not an apartment. He's right. It's not an apartment building; it's a condo. I guess that's
what's the difference between a condo and apartment? I thought it's the same thing.
I think a condo, it is all pretty much all owned by people, whereas an apartment building is rentals, the whole thing.
I see.
Yeah,
I see. So, okay.
But yeah, no, we did pretty well. We're probably gonna make over 70. We've only been here about 3 years, so.
You mean on the 1-bedder?
It's not bad. Yeah. So pretty good.
So what you? So Diego, what you're buying fully. You don't have mortgage, nothing, right?
No, I don't.
No, of course he has a mortgage. Everybody has a mortgage in America.
Jesus Christ.
Everybody has a mortgage in America. You don't buy things. Real estate's so expensive. But that's okay. Let's just leave Diego alone. He's a bit moody today.
No, I'm not moody. I'm just a little
touchy.
Annoyed by Jiro and his.
What is Diego's fantasy?
I'm sorry to hurt your feelings, Diego.
What is your fantasy?
You didn't hurt my feelings. You're just annoyed.
I'm so sorry. I'm so rude to everybody. I just hurt feelings of Jamie yesterday.
What are your fantasy, Jiro?
Yeah.
Again, guys, you can boot me for $50. I don't mind.
Diego,
I am with Paul. I can go with but me and Paul, we can go out for 75. Both.
Nah.
I got to tell you, what's going on? What's happening in the what? Can you give us an update? Since you like to hang around all the other channels, give us an update on the other channels. What's happening?
Me?
What's Austin up to?
Fuck if I know.
How is autism, Daniel?
Any other channels? You've been watching any other channels?
No, we've been busy.
What's with the bad moustache? Can I ask you that?
It's a bet with my coworker. So.
It's a what?
A bet with my coworker.
I like the retard. Perth Luxury, the retard. I like
gotta
him.
go though, Archie. See you. Bye, Marcelo. Bye, Archie. Bye, Ted.
Hey, cheers, man.
Jiro.
Bye, Diego.
Jiro, pal.
I like that fucking retard, Archie.
Bye, Diego. Bye-bye.
Let me ask you this, guys. What's happening? I'm finding that the secondhand market and a lot of stuff is being taken out of the market. Prices are definitely rising. Do you see this at all? Tattoo. You're friends with Vintage Watch Code. Have you seen prices rise?
When I look, all prices rise except Eking. Eking price no rise. Bring it up. Bring it up, Archie.
Yankee Doodle, $2. I like Jiro and Diego. Marcelo is the annoying one.
You're annoying, Marcelo. Fuck.
I said for money, I'm willing to get out. No
Arch, I tell you, if you look at the balance sheet of the Fed, Federal Reserve, or the European Central Bank, almost every week they have all-time high in the balance sheet. They're expanding excessively. So this money flows in. It flows into the economy through debt, through mortgage, and the prices will continue to rise. If you just keep your Rolex, just keep your real estate, boy, it's just gonna increase more and more. Believe me.
Crypto scam is US dollar. Biggest scam.
And crypto is, by the way, the side effect of this monetary expansion, because I mean, people investing in gold, but it's not so popular anymore. So they're going in cryptocurrency, and you see this all-time high again. I mean, Bitcoin is doing all-time high after all-time high. I mean,
American dollar is biggest scam.
I got to tell you guys, seriously, have a look at this. Let me show you some things. I'm going to show you some things. This is from Australia. Let's share the screen and let's have a look here. I want to show you one of my favorite sites I like to look at is Designer Archives. Designer Archives. They're a pre-owned luxury, mainly for ladies. But let's look at this. Christmas is coming. Look at this here. A black Kelly 32. That's quite a big bag. 15,000. Look at this. These are so expensive. Look at prices here. And
I can fucking live in that bag, Archie.
that's right. I mean, look at this here. There's another one, 16. Look at this. This is what bag. Actually, this is a good bag. Do you like purple? This one here is $1,500. I think that is a bit of a.
Hey, Jamie is here. Bring him on, Jamie. Jim, bring Jamie on.
Yes,
on
bring
the
him
stream.
on. I got to tell you, we go and have a look around. We're just walking through the city.
Special friend want link. Drop link. Drop link.
Drop link. It's your plane. It's your plane. I'm dropping the link.
The link
is being dropped. I'm dropping the link. Okay.
Jamie, come on.
Now look at this here. Look at this here. Look at this, guys. You've got a James Cameron 23 Aussie. It says Aussie dollars. A Black Bay 58.5. Jesus, that's for a blue. That's not even on a bracelet. It's on a NATO. Look at this here. Submersible. Look at this is prices. Even a Tudor 34 mil Tudor is $2,000. It's an old rose Tudor. Man, this price, the market is moving up. Divine Insurgents, how are you? Where's he gone? Prices are rising up. Have a look here, guys. What's happening? Explorer 2, that's a 40. 12 grand. My God, 12,000. Look at this. Even Planet Ocean.
You did this super chat? I didn't know this.
Absolute Bore, $2. Does Tattoo have short man syndrome under 5'2"? Yes.
I do. I'm very short.
I got to tell you, man.
That's why I hung myself. I resurrected by Archie.
This is very tough. Look at this. The whole Rolex market. Air King 11.8. I don't see how that's expensive. That's not down. How's that down?
Aussie pesos.
That's not Aussie pesos. Not that bad. Look at
Convert
that.
to US.
It's about 8,000 or 9,000, isn't it?
Fucking cheap.
8,000. 8,000. Look, the whole market. Look at this. 15,000 for a Sea Dweller. I like this.
Wow.
The market is getting hot. The market is very, very expensive. It's expensive, guys. It is expensive.
Sorry. Archie, what happened with less desirable brands? For example, Breguet, Jaeger-LeCoultre, these things also went up.
I think, here we go. Absolute Bore does. Okay, we did that one there. And we've got another super chat. Amy Flatulence, $3. Archie, Google Starlit Blue. Let the panel discuss. Okay, and we got Mr. Rourke, Mr. Rourke, Mr. Rourke.
Where is my friend Tattoo?
So Archie
Scarlet
did the
Blue.
market
Who the
went
hell is
up.
Scarlet Blue? Oh, that's no. I don't think we can really do that. That may not be. Yeah, with you can get a bit of
Scarlet.
trouble.
It's the name of my boat. Scarlet.
Ah, there we go. I got to tell you seriously, guys. I'll have a look at that later, Amy. I got to tell you, man, seriously. Here we go. Jamie Opulence. I'm smart. I made my point and handed Jiro a taste of humble pie. I have nothing else to add. Since adding more would only devalue my message, the chap is hardwired wrong and is a lost cause. Yeah. I think Jiro's got some problems there. Bright blue comment $2. More watch experts on the panel and Mike the Snake. Yeah, Mike's coming back. He's coming back. He emailed me the other day.
Where is my friend Tattoo, Archie? Where is he?
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I'm
Archie,
sorry.
regarding the market that you said, the prices went up also with other brands like Jaeger-LeCoultre, I don't know, Blopan and so on? Or
Look, it's
only
getting
Rolex?
very, very expensive. Everything is expensive. You know, I look around. I love my cars. Dear, you know this? Let's show you something. Let's say we got money is no object. Just pretend we got the devil has said, right, you can get whatever you want. So I'd say we get a Porsche. We get a Porsche 911. Let's look at this. I'll show you how bad.
What car is this?
Tattoos on the stream. Look at a Porsche. Look at it. This is how dear a Porsche is. Then we say, you know what? We only want one from. Look at this. This is
Tattoo, my friend.
$300,000.
Today is your day off, Tattoo. I give you the day off, my friend.
Yes, boss.
Tattoo, today is your day off.
Expensive. So we say the year. We say we want at least from.
Actually,
I must ring the bell.
350,000.
There we go. Look at this. Carreras. Look at this. It's expensive. Cars are expensive. So we say, okay, what's the cheapest Carrera in Australia? 2000. This is if we say 2015, the oldest, $163,000. Look at that, guys.
Actually, you know,
I like Camry.
Very Camry.
You know, of course, for people that don't know, also in interior customization of interior, you can spend over $100K. You know.
Yeah, I think you just get the standard base one. You know, why would you need to do that? Why would you seriously need to look? These cars are so expensive. Carreras, my God, look at the price of these things. Would you ever get a Carrera Tattoo?
I think my red Cadillac is much better, and Tattoo, I think, would agree.
I have little red wagon. Boss bought me. That was my fantasy.
Tattoo, my friend, listen to me.
Yes, boss.
Why does Wizard not find stuff funny? Why does he not have a laugh? He seems very angry. Why do you think this is, Tattoo?
He has no fantasy. He needs a fantasy, boss.
He needs to come to the island.
Boo hoo hoo, £1. Boo hoo hoo.
Must come to Fantasy Island, boss.
Yes.
Bright blue comment, $2. Can we invite Bear and Snake back on? Love the show. They're always invited on. I don't limit the show. They're always this is just so crazy. You know what? Let's look at a Camry. Do you want to look at a Camry? Have a look. Let's have a look how much a Camry is in my country.
I don't want to say, Bear, please.
Camry is fantasy car for Panther.
I guess 70,000.
Marcelo, do you drive, my friend? Can you drive a car?
Camry,
this is a
here we
very
go.
good question. I don't know if I can drive.
Let's say, okay, so we look at a Camry. Look at this. Look at this old banger, $8,000. Can you believe that? So we say we want at least from 2019 onwards. $31,000. Can you believe this? Cheapest, let's go low to high. What's the cheapest Camry? 24,000 with nearly 80,000 kilometers. Look at that. That is expensive.
You know you have bicycles for 20 grand or 50 grand for a bicycle.
Yes, you're right. You can spend a fortune. I got to tell you guys, cars are gone ballistic. Absolutely bonkers.
They made of fucking gold or something.
Everything except Patek Philippe dress watch. Did you see the chart that I showed up in the WhatsApp group? I mean, they're devaluating. Nobody wants shitty dress Patek, Archie.
Jiro, I think you are having a dig at our friend Jamie.
No, I'm just talking about Patek, dress Patek. I have no issue with Jamie. He's bitching around.
Jamie,
Archie, the last day we saw a Bugatti in a silver color, an insane color for a Bugatti Chiron. All silver.
Here we go. Divine Insurgent, $7.77. Thoughts on the Longines Heritage Classic chronograph. Pull it up. You betcha. Let's get this baby up on the screen. Longines. Let's get this baby up, guys. Longines.
That could be a fantasy.
Yes.
Chronograph.
There is a super chat.
It look good in our duty-free shop, Mr. Rock.
Yes. I think
look at these 70
next to
years
Invicta.
ago, Longines was value like a Rolex. Was very good quality that time.
100%. Let's get this on the screen here. I'm going to show you some Longines. My God. I like this. This looks like I like the tuxedo. That's a beautiful watch. Look at that. What do you reckon, guys? Could you wear that? What do you think?
Archie, what should I wear on the island? Because it gets very humid. I cannot wear leather strap, Patek, on the island.
I think it's a beautiful watch, but the brand recognition
is lousy. Brand recognition is not really luxury, is it? Longines.
Exactly.
Archie, do you think they date for me?
Yes, I do.
He's
They
like
date for you.
Yeah.
Malik Diamond,
Which
$5.
size?
Archie, I just financed my new watch by Solar 2000.
36.
I remember you recommended them a couple years back. Watch lands Wednesday. Good on you, Malik Diamond.
Yes.
I gotta tell you, seriously, it is a I think you're completely wrong, but Jiro, Pateks have been rising. I mean, I'd be honest with you, I don't really care. I don't look at the market, but man, they've had some phenomenal growth.
I must go. There is plane. The plane
But
is
address
coming.
Patek is
I
hard
must
to
ring
Go
the
to
bell.
Go
For
to
the
Address
plane.
Patek. Address Patek is hard to sell. If you sell a Rolex, it's sold within days, maybe weeks. Patek will take you months,
What makes
maybe
you the
years.
expert? How many have you sold?
No,
You're
you
an
sold
expert?
one. No, you
You're the
sold
expert?
one.
You're an expert now? I don't know.
I talked to the gray mark dealers and they said nobody wants dress Pateks.
In Russia?
No, in Germany. Do you know the Cologne watch? The Cologne watch, these guys from Cologne watch, they're very successful.
I don't know Cologne watch. I don't know them.
Just pull it up on YouTube. Very famous on Instagram.
Jamie, please, everyone, stroke my ego. Opulence, £1.
Actually, I'm going to ask a question to you regarding what Paul said. Does it exist a kind of Patek shitter, a Patek that nobody wants?
Cologne watch. Here we go. Cologne watch. Anything?
Cologne watch. Yes, look it up. Look it up in the.
What do they got?
On the YouTube. You see these guys? I know them personally. So Henry and Mark, and I talked to them the other day. She said, "What's the hottest watch?" I said, "Rolex." We sell them within days. I say, "What about the Patek?" Well, it depends. And they say, "Well, which one?" So if you have a Nautilus, so it will be sold. But if you dress Patek, nobody.
Better? Does that make it better then? Look at their prices are hardly what you'd call low. These are expensive. These are not cheap.
and they're hanging around like I think for 6 or 7 or 8 months.
Yeah, that's because the prices are so high. Park Pooper, $8. Next Bond movie cast sorted. Jamie as Bond and Jiro as the villain. Marcelo is the new Q. J. Kramer, Farmer Joe, $5. Archie, I was thinking about buying a case IL 420 Steiger for next year. Thoughts?
Archie, look in the all-time collection.
Case.
Is the 80,
I hate Steiger. What's he talking about? He's talking about a tractor or a watch? What's he talking about, Joe? Let me know.
Archie,
Let me
the
know,
collision
Joe.
Rolex is an excellent
Look
price
at this.
there.
These are not cheap. These are not cheap. Your friends don't sell nothing cheap. Look, 31,000, 32,000.
But in Germany, it's
My God.
more expensive. It's more expensive.
You've got more excuses than my first wife. There's nothing cheap here.
Go for Rolex.
Archie,
just look for Rolex.
Archie, 90,000 euro for the collision dial.
Look at this, man. You gotta. Oh my God. I gotta tell you, man, this is a beautiful. Look at this here. This here, $56,000. My God, that's over retail, isn't it?
Yeah, but nobody wants that. That's the point.
Tiffany.
That's the point.
I don't know if I'd pay. How do you know nobody wants that? How many do you own? You got a couple of shitters.
I don't have
you got
shitters,
a couple of
Arch. I don't have
low-end
shitters.
steel Rolex, and you're suddenly
No. Rolex is ain't shit. No.
But whoa, wait a second, guys. Let me put things under perspective. Paul, pay attention to this. If a watch is selling over retail, it means it's desirable. If not, they sell it under retail.
Let's have a look at their Rolex pricing, hey?
That's the price that they have on the page. If you go into the shop, you get a deduction. You get a big deduction.
I tell you what, they're 17,000 for James Cameron. Shit. These are not. Nothing's cheap here, is it?
Nope.
Nothing is cheap.
No. Look, my watch. My watch.
Which one? Which one is your watch?
The Smurf.
Oh, the Smurf. 40 grand. 40 euro. Holy shit.
Almost 40. Yes, it's euro. So multiplied was 1.56. It was see.
I can get 2 grand for it. It's still, it go up, but not so much up comparing to my meteor die.
Without papers, by the way, they are not without papers. Echtzeit certificate means they have. It's not without no papers. Yes.
Yeah. Look, it's the watch market is the watch market. What do they have? Low end steel. What do they got? No sub. They're very, very limited stocks there, don't they? No subs, no steel subs. You see, here's a 42, 12,000 euro. Shit, that's expensive. 12,000 euro. My God, that's actually the new one. That's the new
it's
one.
Not cheap at all.
It's not cheap. Nothing is cheap there in Deutschland. Fool. I tell you what, it's yeah, I got to tell you, you're a bit abrasive, Jiro. You know this? You're a bit abrasive. You're a bit of an abrasive guy, you know?
Passive-aggressive, Arch.
Something wrong in your life. You're not happy. Tell me what's wrong.
How much is the Daytona, Arch?
Which these Daytonas?
The steel one.
Steel one. Look at this. He wants 33,000 euros for the damn thing.
No.
My God, it's expensive, isn't it? 33,000 euros. Holy
guys,
shit.
this is almost over 50 Aussie, Arch.
Yeah, I know. It's just.
Yeah, in Germany, in the situation with Rolex, it's a dreadful
Very
situation.
bad.
You ask for a day just and say you have to wait 1 to 2 hours. I don't know why, but in Moscow the situation is different. You have plenty of day justs. You've got day dates. You've got Cellini.
Nobody wants Cellini.
Yeah.
Ooh, I got to tell you guys, it's very, very tough. The watch market is not easy. It's not an easy place to make a living in, is it? It's very tough.
Yeah, because they're printing money, Arch. They're printing money. The Fed, the European Central Bank, they're printing money. The price will just keep uprising. Believe me. Sell nothing.
Joe Kramer, on second thought, I might push for a case 1H Sega 470 road track. Pull it up, Arch. You'll enjoy it. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so it's a just read me that number, would you? It's a case IH. What is the number?
I don't see a number there.
Give me the number.
Case. You're talking about
Steiger 470. STEG Steiger 470. There we go. It's a road tractor. Road track. Let's look at this here. This is what he's looking at buying. Da-da-da-da. I love it. What do you think of that, man? That looks amazing. Oh, nice. It's a big, big piece of equipment. He's a case man. He's not a John Deere. He likes to buy case. So these are track tires. Look at that. Road track. Look at that. Wow.
Where does he live? Where does he live, Joe?
He's got a farm in America. I'm not sure.
How much cost this monster?
I think it'd be like 200, 300, $500,000. What do you think? What do you think? I don't think they'd be cheap. Do you think they'd be cheap? I'll just tell you, there's one for sale, and the price is call. They don't tell me the price. Apply for finance. I don't think they'd be cheap. Do you?
He bought it, right? So he can send us a mail to tell us how much he paid for it.
I think they're more valuable than the Porsche 911.
They're more valuable than a Porsche. Probably more useful as well. You know, a Porsche 911 is a luxury. It's a luxury car. It's not something you.
Tell me, in Australia, do you buy them or do you lease them? Because in Germany, expensive cars they're not bought; they're leased.
Well, see, normally it's the douchebags like you who buy them, and they lease because they have no money. That's snapped out in debt. You see. You know, technically, a luxury sports car, you should be paying cash for it, shouldn't you?
No, you shouldn't.
Actually, I see in the mail where somebody wrote the 500.
There's no real advantage. I'll tell you this now. In my country, you could say you buy it, you lease it, and you can claim the payments as a deduction. That's what your argument is. But in my country, we have a thing called fringe benefits tax, which means they tax you on the benefit you're deriving from this thing.
So the girls, you girls you attract.
The gold diggers you attract. It's yeah. Tell me this.
Archie,
why can't
is Archie $500,000 this?
500,000 used.
This is what somebody wrote, yeah.
500,000. Holy shit! They're beautiful. It's a beautiful piece of equipment, but definitely. I got to tell you, Jiro.
Tell me, Arch. Tell me. By the way, why do you call my Rolex collection shitters? I have more Rolexes than you, Arch.
How many Rolexes do you have?
4.
2 Milgaus.
Yes.
A day date, and a date just.
Yes. And you got 3. And why are my shitters? I just don't understand. Please explain.
You cannot call a Rolex a shitter. It's not a shitter. It's just.
Look, I think you cut the bone. The knife slips with you. You get very, very sensitive, very passive aggressive, and you just need some love. You need a Russian girl to come up to you and give you some love. That's the problem, isn't it? They are nasty, you know. They're very.
You know, Pearl,
life is not fair. Do you understand that, Jiro? Life is not fair. Life is not fair.
Of course it's not. So I don't know why people are still whining and bitching around. If you just if you just teasing them a little bit.
But people are very sensitive. They're very sensitive. They're very sensitive.
I'm
it's
so
like
sorry.
you. I said they shitters because it's 36 mil. They just
okay. You said shitter. Sat. I hope you're listening. He just called your collection a shitter because you have 3 or 4. They just 36. Arch, it was a wrong turn because General Sat in Pakistan, it's a nuclear nation. So Sat, don't mind sending a nuclear rocket to Brisbane, okay?
Look, you know, you get very defensive. You don't like it when people. You're very quick to criticize these dress watches, this and that. You're very, very.
I'm honest to you. No. Let me explain. Let me explain. Jamie in the chat keeps attacking me about gold diggers. I mean, he has no idea what he's talking about. He doesn't know me. He never saw me in life. And he just gold diggers. So when I punch back and so dress Patek, it's an old man's watch. Boy, he's whining and getting and crying and Jiro, fuck off.
You're not fighting fair. You're not fighting fair. That's the problem.
Excuse me. When you punch around, so be tough enough to get some punches back, okay?
Here we go. Solmanoid, $5. Sard and Jiro have the manliest voices in Pontiff history. Additionally, Jiro means erect in the Roman language world. I gotta tell you, you honestly tell me this there, Jiro. You're a young guy, right?
No, actually, Jiro, he visited Israel several times. He knows how gorgeous Israeli girls are, and it's not like.
I think it's time for you, Jiro, to settle down. It's time now for you to lay your roots in there and find the good ones for you.
He can get beautiful girls in Israel. Beautiful. They will jump on.
They're mad, but they're lunatics. They're like cut snakes in Israel. It's
but
that military training. It's that military training they had.
No. He can tell you. He probably was dating several Israeli girls for sure because they are easy to take, and he knows what I'm talking about.
Daniel Lavender, $2. No one wants a 36 mil day date. Hashtag Jiro sucks.
Yeah. You're the one who cannot even afford the day 36. Come on.
But Jiro, what do you think about Israeli girls? Really?
Most beautiful ones. I love Israeli girls. I love them. I love them. I honestly, I tell you, honestly, I've thought go to Israel and to marry a Israeli girl, but they speak Hebrew and they have a little bit different mentality. Okay, this is not the Jewish Russian girl, and
but you have a lot of Jewish Russian girls there. A lot.
But believe me, they are also gold diggers, and they judge you by your appearance. If you're believe me, the biggest gold diggers are the Jewish women in Russia. Believe me, Arch. Believe me, not Ukrainian, not the Jewish Russians. Boy, they are gold diggers.
Yeah, it's right. I met some of them. Yeah. You're right. Oh man, you're spot on.
I think Marcelo's remembering why he went to Japan now, aren't you?
Tell me about this Japanese woman. I don't understand because Japan is a rich country, so I think they also
not as rich as you think. Actually, they're technically bankrupt.
Actually, I have to tell you. Yesterday, I talked to my friend, a French friend. And I said, I have a friend in Australia. I talked to him. He wants to come to retired in Japan. He said, retired in Japan? Are your friend insane? Japan, people run away from Japan when they retire. They want to come.
Yes. He's right. Yeah. But what he doesn't understand is I'm not going to. I just want to go and live there for a while, and I don't want to live in central Tokyo. I want to be out. Okay. I don't want to live in central Tokyo.
Yeah, he's already here many
So,
years.
Arch, have you been to Europe? Have you been to Israel, or just traveling through?
Yeah, just traveling through.
No, Israel never been to Israel
Asia
yet.
and Australia, because also Thailand and Vietnam and Japan and Australia, and you stay in your corner. I mean, or did you go to America as well?
No, I haven't been there yet. It's a long journey. You know, it's a long journey. Europe and America is a long way away from Australia.
I talked to JJ. Maybe you can visit JJ.
JJ is where? In New York, right?
He's in New York, yes.
In New York. He's in New York. It's sort of
New York is actually nice. I have some family in New York, and how is in New York, Manhattan is interesting. It's interesting, but damn expensive. Fuck me dead. I mean, expensive.
It is very expensive. Yes, you are 100% right there. It's so expensive, ridiculously expensive. But you know what, Jiro pal, I gotta tell you, man. You love your watches. You. I think the problem is instead of saying you should, I think you're going to attract more flies with being a more positive person in the community. When you start saying these things when you get very judgmental, I don't think that's the way to go. I don't think that's the way to go there.
Archie, excuse me, I'm a very friendly guy, but if somebody attacks me, I attack back, okay? And that's what I did. And you cannot blame me for that, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, you know me for a while. I'm very loyal and I'm very friendly. And I don't do anything without a purpose.
I think maybe it's because you don't have the watches you want. That's the reason you're so miserable.
I tell you, I was thinking about getting or trading some of my watches to get dated 40 mil white gold with olive green dial. I've been thinking.
Oh wow! It's so expensive.
Nice watch.
The problem is the only problem is where the hell do you wear this watch? I mean, in Europe, it's so dangerous. People are hunting you down. They punch you on your head and steal the watch.
Look! Until you buy white gold, you're almost doing this James Bond style of watch. You know, like undercover.
Japan is very safe. You're safe in Japan, Marcelo, aren't you? Nobody tries to punch you in the head, do they? There.
Please don't say that, because soon some of the international thieves will come to Japan and they will start to punch everybody.
Yes.
But so far it's okay.
Jamie is unfortunately not here, but what I would like to ask Jamie, and I mean it absolutely sincere, he has his dress watch and he is into big business. He's dealing with big money.
He's also got a bluesy. He's got a bluesy.
Wait a minute, Arch. If you wear a Patek that is worth 80,000 or something, does it help to close a deal, or is it a deal breaker? Or is it a deal breaker? Because people would say, "Oh,
I think it makes any difference."
No, it makes a difference, because people stare at your watch and say, "Oh, it's an expensive watch. Do I do a good deal with him? Because maybe not, because he's earning too much on me." That's the point. In Russia, this kind of mentality.
I think it depends. You know, I don't think the watch really makes that much of a difference.
In Russia, it does. I close very good deals with my dated, believe me.
Tell me, Paul, how Patek is taken in Russia? Is something that everybody like? I mean, Richard Mille.
Because they have no class, they have no taste. They don't understand them, because it's new money. See, Marcelo, it's new money. These people, they didn't grow up with a respect for the brands. They just look at instant, look at me, very show-off culture.
It's the same like the Chinese. It's the same like the
Chinese.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, Arch?
That's exactly why you buy a Patek, because you get so sick of these douchebags who do that. You think, you know what? I want something that nobody knows except true enthusiasts. And this is where it comes to. The douchebags buy that sort of stuff. It's complete douchebag move. And it depends. Are you a doucher or a douchey? You got to ask on the douchebag thing. Are you a douchebag worshiper, or do you look at douchebags and go yuck? Because it's not.
Honestly, I don't give a shit what other people think about me.
No, but you are, because the whole reason for your stance is based on Russian douchebags.
Archie, I think we are call it
seriously,
jealous or call it
douchebags. In Japan, you don't really have the same level of douchebaggery. See.
But Japan is boring. Japan is boring.
Have you been to Japan? How can you cast judgments if you haven't been
No, I
there?
see the movies. Japanese movies.
And that makes, man, come on. That's just what a douchebag would say. They have no, unless you've been there.
Germany is boring also. Europe is boring, except London. London is a nice place, and Barcelona. But the rest of Europe is very boring. The mentality is boring. Oh, we stay understated. We stay under the radar. Don't show off. Excuse me, you earn the money, you work hard, you work your ass off. Why the hell not to show off? Excuse me, you live only once. Why?
Archie,
it's not wrong with that. It's not wrong with that.
It's a different mentality, okay?
I never saw so many, girls here with Louis Vuitton and Hermes bags and jewelry and Cartier stuff, and you see this daily so much, Archie. Really, so much everywhere.
Well, you're in an expensive part of Japan. You're in a very expensive part. You wouldn't see that up in the countryside. You know what I mean?
Okay, mommy, my wife recharging her phone.
Okay. I tell you this now. See, what you got to understand is there's a lot more to Japan than just Tokyo.
Yeah.
There's
I can ask my wife. Wait a second, mommy. Tell me, does what I see in Tokyo, these Hermes and Cartiers and all this, this is everywhere in Japan or only in Tokyo, ma?
Mushi.
Like girls in Japan like to show off everywhere. City area.
The city, yeah, she's right. The countryside, take a Shinkansen out there. I tell you where I like
countryside. Nowhere to show off.
Yes, that's exactly. I tell you where I went to was Takayama.
I've been to Takayama, man.
Yeah, Takayama. I also like Nagahama.
Also Nagahama. It's a little bit more countryside, man.
Takayama. That's
Takayama, yeah, Takayama.
I love that place. That was. See, you don't want to stay in Tokyo. Tokyo's very it's just a big, busy city. Okay.
Yeah, it's very busy, very show off. You have tons of affairs with tons of women that ask the guys to buy 20 Louis Vuitton bags, and then she sell 19 of them and keep one.
Yeah. But
super chat. At least I bring you some super chats in Arch, because otherwise it would be very boring.
Here we go. Absolute bore, $2. Jiro calling Japan boring. Most ignorant comment. Yes,
I'll get my heat again.
To agree with him there. That's very ignorant, Jiro. I think the problem is, Jiro, I think you are sexually frustrated because the only women you can attract are gold-digging bitches.
Arch, how do you know? You're telling things.
I see this aggression all the time. You're very...
Arch, do you want a happy clappy event on your show that we pull up a watch and everybody says, oh, whoa, what a nice watch. Oh, it's a beautiful watch. I just speak my mind, okay? Be honest to the people, and I think they would love it, okay? If you see a shitter, you call it a shitter. If you see a boring country, you tell it's a boring country. I've been living in Germany for 2 decades. I've been traveling. I know all of Europe, okay? I traveled all over Europe. I've been to Asia. I've been to America. There's some lovely spots in Europe. Barcelona, London, really nice to live. Places. I love Netherlands. Netherlands is one of my favorite countries, by the way. But Moscow is different. Moscow is Moscow. I mean, you cannot compare Moscow to anything because this is 24/7. You can go to hairdressers at night. You can go and buy Rolls Royce at 2 or mornings at 2
don't
a.m.
really want to do that. I don't really want to do that, but I mean,
you can. But at least you can. Okay, you cannot do this. You cannot do this in Europe. In Europe, 6 p.m. everything is closed. I mean, you go for a coffee. Oh, it's closed. We're closing. It's ridiculous. I mean,
oh wow!
I stayed in Okinawa for a while too. Okinawa, I loved Okinawa. You know that island,
awesome.
Okinawa. I've been there. I got to tell you, there's many. I like the historical part of Japan. That's what I like. The old villages. I was in Nagoya for a while.
Much better than me, actually. Archie is much better than me. Actually, he actually appreciates history here, not like me.
Yeah. It's I got to tell you, Japan is an interesting place to be. It's very, very interesting. And look, there's many cool places.
For my wife to listen to you. Yeah,
I love Japan. I think it's very cool. Japan is a very cool place. I tell you what,
Arch, can you do me a favor, because you recommended me a movie and I watched it and I really like it. I recommend you a movie that's called The Sea of Trees. It's documented in Japan. You gotta watch it. You will love it, believe me. Very emotional film, and it was produced in Japan, by the way.
Yes, I know. The Suicide Forest, The Sea of Trees. Interesting movie there. Guys, what's happening? Guys, I'm just going to take a toilet break. Can you guys cover me for a minute?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'll be back.
Bitachon.
Yeah, mommy, say hello to Pearl. Pearl is from Russia. Say hello.
Marcelo, I can count on to 10 on Japanese.
Yeah, you can talk to my wife. My wife is here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Perfect. You come to Japan.
Yes.
Where is he?
No,
he's from Russia. Actually, nice rich kid in Russia.
Not right.
Nice. We have a customer.
Yeah,
Russian
customer. And he's into real estate a lot. Also, he invests a lot in real estate.
In Russia?
In Germany, in Netherlands.
Oh,
maybe I go to Japan one day. Maybe.
Maybe come to Japan one day.
Maybe.
And then bought a real estate.
But it's very expensive. Marcelo says very expensive. It's not affordable anymore.
It's not affordable anymore. Very expensive.
And what is the tax? What is the tax in Japan? How much is it? 30%, 40%?
Taxes? Depend on your income, but like for average, like just think like when you get income and 30% or something for everything, for any kind of tax, and then total like 30%.
30%. Okay.
Yeah. Like around, depend on your income.
Okay, so the more income, the more tax. It's a progressive scale.
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
30%.
How
is Russia?
Yeah.
And 13. We pay 13%, and it's nothing. It's just 13%. Yes. But if you do it, but if you do this the right way, you can decrease the tax rate to 6%. Okay. So.
Don't talk to 6%, man. Hold the phone.
Wow.
Let's move to Russia, man.
No, we have beautiful landscape. Russia is a beautiful country. And by the way, it's not far away from Japan. I mean, it's a couple 100 kilometers away from Russian soil.
Yeah, like most closest, like Russia is what's the name?
Hokkaido, no?
Close to Hokkaido.
Put the hand like this. You want to hear better.
How far is it away? How far is it away from Japan? 100 kilometers.
Wait. Wait.
She's checking.
Vladivostok.
Vladivostok?
Yeah, from Japan to there for 2 hours can go.
2 hours, Paul.
Hey, how are you?
2 hours.
2 hours. What's happened in 2 hours?
It's
my wife explained 2 hours from Russia. Ma, say hello to Archie.
Japan is close to Russia.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Archie, can you speak Japanese a little bit?
Only a little bit there.
Say something in Japanese.
Is a nurse.
That's right. Yes.
Wow, すごいね.
You're very lucky.
They have 2 kids. They have Japanese.
Yes, that's right.
So you can speak Japanese?
Only a little bit. No, it's very hard language. It's very hard. Japanese is incredibly hard.
Yes.
Archie, if you want to know something about Japan, I don't know how we say.
I'll show you. So here we go. Neo, $2. Who loves Marcelo more, Archie Luxury or you? And Jamie Copulence, £1.80. Russia is third world. Oh, and Joe Kramer, $50.
Thank you,
Archie,
Joe
jump
Kramer.
this bum, Jiro, and let's talk tractors, big boy. Drop the link.
Check you out.
The link there. Yeah. But that's okay. You know, don't worry about that there. I gotta tell you, it's I love Japan. I think Japan is I show you your wife. Your wife is on here, isn't she? She's on the screen.
Yeah, my wife is here. She's listening to you.
Can she see the screen? No.
You still need to change the screen. Yeah, she can see you in the screen.
She can see this. Okay, I just bring up something here. Share screen. Here we go. Window. I bought my wife a belt. Have a look there. A new belt. It's a new belt.
Okay. Hermes?
Yes. Yeah. Hermes belt.
Wow.
Very cool belt.
Very cool.
Yeah, nice belt there. That's my wife's little bag there as well. She got extra little bag there. Oh, and that's our box. Look. See, we painted on the box a Japanese doll there. Look.
A Japanese doll. Here. This is in the Louis Vuitton bag, yeah.
They painted for us. And we have the Japanese flag, see? Red and the white.
Wow. You look such very much Japan fan.
Yeah. There we go. That's the Japanese there. And I show you some other picture. I show you another picture there.
Actually like very much Louis Vuitton. He's very much into Louis Vuitton stuff, man.
I see. That's good.
That's my wife's handbag there. We got some new handles there. Yeah, Hermes handle there. I show you.
Yeah, this is the Becky bags, man.
No, Becky.
No, that's a garden party. That one. That's my wife there. There you go. That's my wife.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So
next time I'm gonna chat with her.
Hey, no problems there. That's no worries at all. That's very good. And yeah, she likes. We went for lunch here. This is Chinese food. Chinese
restaurant?
food.
Yeah, we like Chinese food.
Chinese food. It's okay. Who we got here? We got Big Mech. Hello, how are you?
Hey Archie, what's going on?
Hey Joe, the case. Do you find those case tractors, those tractor wheels, they're better than the normal wheels?
Oh yes. From a to kind of keep this short and sweet, from a farming standpoint, yes, because the track, you run two things. You never get a flat tire, or it's very rare. And two, it's better for the ground because you're not putting all the weight of the machinery on the ground, so it doesn't pack it as hard.
Oh, it doesn't. I see. You never get a flat. Can you drive it on the road, but?
You can drive it on gravel, but it's not recommended that you drive it on the highway because it burns the rubber a lot faster. And each track costs, I mean, well, it depends on what you're putting a track on, but tracks are not cheap. Just in general, they're not cheap at all.
How long do they last if you drive them on soil and that?
It really depends
Couple
on
years?
the user, but I'd say, 3-4 years, give or take, minimum.
And they last longer than tires?
Typically, yes.
Are they cheaper than tires?
They are not. They are more expensive.
Okay. But what you're saying is it puts less pressure on the soil.
Yeah, and I could go into the whole
what happens if you have one of those those tracks drive over your foot?
The less pressure you put on your soil, the better your crop will be. What's that?
If they drive over your foot, does it still bloody hurt?
I would imagine so. I mean, I'm not one to test the theory, but I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, I can definitely say, besides being a professional tool, this look damn beautiful. Fuck me, damn.
Yes. Yeah. And are they faster?
These things are crazy, Archie. Like Archie, you can get legitimate handmade double-stitched leather seats in these tractors, heated and cooled.
Are you serious?
You can get a fridge built underneath your seat. You can have memory seating, like when you get like a BMW or something like that. It'll remember up to two drivers, like how they like their positions between like the steering wheel and the pedals and the gears and all that. You don't remember all that stuff. I mean, these things are.
Tell me this.
They're luxury.
What happened with Jiro? What's wrong with Jiro? Tell me this. Why is he so bitter? Can I ask you that?
You know what? I'm probably not one to talk myself. But Jiro sounds extremely bitter. He sounds angry at the world, like you said, Archie. He sounds angry. He's mean, nasty, and vicious.
He is. He is.
Yeah, but think about it. He's still half of our age, so maybe he can be vicious a bit now.
No, but he shouldn't be. At that young age, he should be happy, Maybe he needs to find I think he needs a good lady, That's what I think the problem is with Jiro. He's been burnt, heartbroken,
maybe.
See? That's what the problem is.
I know Green Room wanted to come on. That's why I had you drop the link. I don't know
Oh, Green Room. Green Room. We love Green Room. Where's Green Room?
I'm hoping he comes on as the Evil Wizard.
Evil Wizard. Yeah, I love our Green Room. He's so cool there. It's I gotta tell you, Joe, what's happening with the watches? Are you buying something more? What are you doing? You selling any?
Well,
Joe, when you've got the amount of money that you guys have,
I'm not selling anything.
Okay, that's good. That's you, because you were going to sell the JLC at one stage.
I was, but you know what? Make a long story short here. I've come this far with collecting as many watches as I have, and I'm pretty fortunate. Not to sound too arrogant here, but I got a few watches that most guys would kill for, and some guys won't even get well into their 40s and 50s. So
this is a $500,000 tractor, isn't it? Just out of interest, this is $500,000.
Oh fuck yeah! No, I mean they're probably more than that, Archie. If that, they're probably more than that.
Okay.
And
tell me
by
this.
the way, if you do the customization that he said, you can even go higher.
Yes. So tell me this. In your case, there, what are you going to do yourself? When are you going to wind down and start retirement? Because
oh shit, Archie, in farming, there's never such thing as retirement. There's just slowing down.
You got farm managers, but don't you?
Well, I mean, long story short here, again, I kind of manage everything from a bird's eye view. So while I used to do hands-on stuff, nowadays I spend most of my time just sitting at a desk looking at numbers and making sure they're kind of in check.
Yeah, but you did get hurt in the last 2 years, right? I mean, quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends on which area, but in short, yes. I mean, farming hasn't exactly been the most, how would you say, the most liquid occupation for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Okay. It hasn't been liquid. That's no good. Sirocco Sales, can you drive Route 66 in a luxury tractor?
It's possible. It's going to take a while, but it's possible.
Which state are you in? Which state again? Sorry. I forget. Which state are you in?
I'm in Minnesota, where it's fucking miserable during the winters.
Minnesota. Yeah. Proud to be an American. They mention Minnesota, I think, don't they?
I guess so.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yeah, that's a great. How many acres do you have?
Roughly 600 some, give or take a few numbers.
Is that a small farm, a big farm, or a medium farm now? What's that considered?
Depends on your region, but around my region, I'm considered to be a hobby farm because most of the guys around here are pushing 2,000 to 3,000 acres. But if you go up north, I'm considered to be big time because on average they run about 300 to 400 acres.
I see. Got you.
Archie, are you getting anything in watch-wise? Are you
to this?
Are you gonna lock down another Patek here shortly?
Look, I got to be totally honest with you. I don't see much value in the market at the moment. Prices, the supply has gone crazy. Supply has really gone crazy. And there is not a lot of stuff in the market. The market is really prices. I think we've got some inflation. What do you think in the farming area? Do you see inflation?
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's inflation in every aspect, but I mean that's.
I think there's inflation there. I think the government the official inflation rate is 2%. I think we've got massive real estate inflation. We've got the luxury goods. People are putting money into things, so there's not a lot of. The problem is, it's not just a matter of buying something. You've got to buy something that you feel is good value. Okay, you don't want to overpay, do you? You can. You've got to be careful. Otherwise, you're not going to get a return on it. And I think I got to be honest with you. I think we're in a very hard time where we're about to have either a crash or massive inflation. It's not
Archie,
sustainable.
do you think there's still value in Tudor?
Tudor itself, there. Look, Tudor is an interesting thing. I think there's more value in secondhand Omegas. Okay. But Tudor is always, I did a great review for Bugsley Malone. And I got a hand. He had 3 Tudors. Black Bay. He had a Harrods Black Bay. He had a GMT. And he also had a Monte Carlo. And you think about that. Those 3 are cheaper than a Rolex Submariner in steel. What a great 3-piece. What a great 3-piece. I think there's some great value in Tudor. But I wouldn't be going into watches to necessarily make money. Monticello, $2. Can that pick up garbage? Known as Archie Live. Can that pick up? What's he talking about? What can pick up garbage? The tractor? The tractor? Can that pick up garbage? Known as Archie? Yes, well, they've got full CD and radio and that there. Yeah, I suppose so. Green Shrooms. We got Green Room. Green Room, how's it going today?
Yeah, hey guys, hey Archie. How are you, man? What's
Shrooms? We got Ken
going on?
down under. Hello, Ken.
G'day.
We've never had you on the
show. G'day, Vlad.
You there, Ken.
Say again?
How do I know you? Where were you from, Ken?
I'm on West Australia, Scotch. So I've got a question for you, Archie.
Perth Luxury. Are you a Perth Luxury fan?
I'm friends with nobody. I'm a free agent, but I do know Perth Luxury, yes.
He's a delusional fantasist, isn't he?
Aren't we all?
But he's an
I got a question for you, Archie.
Sure.
I saw you were drinking...
I like your display, man. I like your display.
Hey, Ken, how you doing, man?
Hey, Marcelo, how you doing, mate? I saw you drinking Johnny Walker Blue. Can I ask why?
Archie, by the way, just for you to know, this guy is an amazing expert in whiskey. I mean, I mean, you just need to look in his background, man.
No, I can
awesome.
see his background.
He's awesome.
So, are these empty bottles or they're full?
No. These are all open. These are for drinking. This is not for show. This is for drinking.
Wow.
Look, all drinkies.
Okay, fair point. Why is my Johnny Walker? Why was I drinking blue?
Yeah.
I actually look. I drink what is sent to me by the punters. Okay.
That's what I thought. I thought, did you go out and buy that, or was that a gift?
But I will say this with Johnny Walker Blue, I think it's one of these benchmark Scotch. It's a milestone for a lot of whiskey drinkers. See, Johnny Walker. I don't know if you know. Johnny Walker was a shopkeeper. He wasn't a.
Oh yeah, no, I know the whole story.
Johnny Walker used to blend different Scotches.
Here's a prime example. Here's the shop front picture with the celebratory blend of the Johnny Walker. But this is a million times better than the blue label, because the blue label's overpriced, overhyped, and people that don't know, they go and buy that and think it's the best, but it's actually shit. It's 40%, it's chill filtered, it's coloured, it's garbage. Whereas this,
coloured.
Example,
hang on. It's coloured
release.
now. When did they start colouring it?
It's always been coloured.
To be commercial.
Johnny Walker's always been coloured. Well, I wouldn't say back in the day, but within the last decade or two, at least, it's been coloured. Sure.
Look, I got to be completely honest with you. I'm very disappointed with blue. I tested blue in the 90s, and I think it's a different drink now than what it used to be.
Yes.
I think it's right.
If you have an old bottling, 60s, 70s, 80s, like Johnny Walker Red, if you want to go that bad, and compare it to modern day, it's completely different, but everything's changed, different
I think the modern red is actually a lot better than it used to be. I don't know what your opinion is on that. Okay.
But you know what? You know what? Even Albec, I heard that in the last 5 years, they also became too commercial, and also this is not the same no more.
Pretty much everything in the last couple of years has changed. Lagavulin, for example, Springbank, Redbreast, all those in the last couple of years.
I cannot stop. Do you mind if I go and have a whiskey whilst you're there? Can I please help myself to a whiskey since you are on the show? Do you mind if I just go and pour myself one?
Yes. What are you going to pour?
I got. It's obviously got to be something good.
Yeah, you want something good, something we can talk about.
Kane, what you can recommend today that you still believe is not colorful and still good value for the money?
If you want something that's good but value for the money, that is well presented, non-chill filtered, natural color, good ABV, good age statement, I would go Arran, I would go Springbank, I would go Glen Scotia, I would go Loch Lomond, I would go Annock, Deanston. I mean, there's heaps.
Can you hear
all those
me?
are good.
Wow.
Can you hear me? Okay, so what I'm going to drink today for you, actually, this was actually a gift from your buddy, your bestie buddy, okay? So if Perth is watching there, thanks, Perth.
Yeah, I know. It's I think the Langeville. It's the Langeville.
Think of that.
Langeville, eh?
You know what?
I don't think it's
wish it was the 16. I wish it was the 16 because it's not much price difference.
A lot of people like the 8. I reckon 8 is like a young upstart teenager.
To be honest with you, I am really. I'll be honest with you. With whiskies, okay? Let me just explain this to you. Watch him pray, $2. Ken, proper 12. Proper 12.
Horse piss.
Archie, it would be
and
awesome.
actually, that's a subject I need to bring up. I saw someone with a really nice watch and a bottle of Proper 12. I mean, Proper 12 is shite. Conor McGregor, good fighter, blah, blah, blah. He got on the bandwagon, bought out a celebrity whiskey, and then he's dumped it. And it's
Sorry, let me just ask this question. Does this have color? Because that looks very light. That is colored?
It is colored.
That's why he's...
Sure? I bought a bit of a big...
So Johnny Walker and Lagavulin, they're owned by Diageo. Now, Diageo loves to color everything.
The color's what makes you vomit and sick, isn't it, or not?
No, it's just E150 caramel coloring, so they like to color everything.
Okay.
Ken, what?
But there's not too much color in an 8-year-old.
Ken, something that can be awesome. Wait a second, guys. But something that can be awesome, Ken, if you can enlist once a week to find the time available to do with Archie, maybe a special on whiskey, because you do special on
I'd love to have this guy in. I love to have you in, man. You're welcome anytime. Poker Rich, £1.80. Ken, top 3 malt whiskeys. Now, just before we go on,
that's hard.
Let me just tell you this. Can I tell you my story? Can I give you the whiskey story?
Yeah,
so look, as a young kid, stop. Let me tell you my whiskey story. So as a young kid, right? Okay, just hang on, guys. Just quiet. Let me just hang on. Be nice. Let me just say this. My whiskey story started. Okay, I used to put dimple into my coffee as a kid to think I was sophisticated. I used to sneak a bit of dimple. You know, dimple, it's a blended scotch, dimple. Not a terrible blender, but dimple is dimple, okay?
It's actually not bad.
And then when I was in grade 10, I paid one of the seniors to get me a hip flask, Johnny Walker Red. I thought I was so cool with Johnny Walker Red. This was when I was in high school. And then, you know, obviously with Johnny Walker, what I love about Johnny Walker is you basically spend more to get better quality. Okay, you start off with red, then you go to the black.
Disagree. No. Red, black, double black, blue, all those
like
are
the
shit.
green, the
best
malt.
one
but
is
that's
the
a
green.
blended malt. That's a blended malt whiskey.
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
So
it's
not a Scotch.
No
So this is a Scotch whiskey, but it's actually a malt Scotch malt whiskey, as opposed to the different grains that are in this. Now, let me tell you this. So then I did the Johnny Walker, red, black. They didn't have double black then because this was in the 90s. They blue and they had the gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing is this. Let me explain it to you. Then I had a guy I knew. He said, "I'm going to let you taste something that's going to blow you. You either love it or hate it." I think it was Ardbeg. Okay, Ardbeg.
Ardbeg. I think it's Ardbeg.
And I have been in love with peaty whiskies ever since. Now, the thing is, peaty is not for everybody. Let me just say that. Peaty is not for everybody. Like, I'll give you an example. A whiskey that I really love. If you ask me, what is my... Oh, thank you so much. I just had a coffee delivered there. If you ask me, what's my favorite whiskey? My favorite... What would I recommend? One of my favorite whiskeys is Glenlivet 18. Single malt.
I have a soft heart for that. I'd have to agree with that.
Single malt. And by the way, if ever you've had Glenlivet 21, it is Viking. Amazing.
Archie, be careful. You have everything.
Here we go. Let me have a little bit of this. Okay.
I got the 18. So yeah, I had the 18 in Berlin years ago, and at a bar in Berlin, I went, "Oh, okay, this is."
I would have to say, Glenlivet 18 is probably better than Blue Label Johnny Walker.
Oh, any day.
However, just hang on. The thing, what I find is with Glenlivet, but let me just say this to you. Glenlivet 18 is non-offensive. Okay?
Correct.
Anybody who tastes it, like if you're not you can be a novice or a complete whiskey snob, and you would say it's not going to offend anyone. Okay, it doesn't take risks. Ardbeg, the peaty whiskies, they take a lot of risk. It's love or hate. Okay, I like
grown-ups.
I like the the Islay whiskies. Like the Isla whiskies. Let me just say this to you. My favorite whiskies. Let me tell you what I think. Johnny Walker Blue. Number one. Let me say this to you. I think a lot of people give a blended whiskey a bad rap. Whiskey snobs give it a bad rap. Let me give you Royal Salute. I think is nicer than Johnny Walker
No.
Blue.
If you want good blended whiskey, get something like a Compass Box or a
What do you think about Macallan?
Rock Oyster or Rock Island. They're really good blends. They're really well done.
Let me say this to you. Okay, so let's clarify this. Okay, when you say blended whiskey means it comes from different distilleries and they mix it, right?
Yeah.
If it comes from one distillery, what you got to remember this. A lot of people, the most expensive whiskey I had was just a very small boutique, 30-year-old rat. I did a video on it. A Ratinum 30, single barrel, single cask. That is the ultimate in single barrel, single cask whiskey. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what you want. A one-off, a single barrel.
Okay,
cask strength.
When we're talking Glenlivet 18, it's not single cask. This is
mass.
You realize? No, well, it has to be, okay. But let me say this to you. I would say my favorite whiskeys. Okay, I do respect. I still think Johnny Walker Blue is a remarkable drop.
It's way overpriced for what you're getting. It's way overpriced. There's so many whiskeys that are a million times better. That's the point that I have. It's overhyped.
It is overhyped. I don't think it's garbage, but is it garbage?
Well, it's not
basically
garbage.
What they say for the price. For the price, you can get
for the price. It's garbage for what you're paying. I mean, look, I don't know what people are paying around the world for it, but over here it's like $250. It's ridiculous.
I got to tell you, I like Royal Salute. What do you think of Royal Salute?
Some of the Royal Salutes are okay. It's not something I'd gravitate towards. You have to find the good ones. Great packaging, great presentation.
That's a blended whiskey.
It's
Royal Salute.
Yep.
I got to be honest with you. I think that one of the nicest Glenlivet 18 is just if you've got money, I think that is amazing. I love Ardbeg.
Nato's saying sounds like Rolex. I have to agree. Johnny Walker Blue and Rolex. they're like. I'll give you that. All right, so when everyone asks me top 3 malt whiskies, I mean that's so hard. That's so hard.
When they say what they mean
top
is
3 distilleries
top 3
at the moment
commercial,
really
what they mean is top 3 commercial whiskies. Because I think the absolute best would be single barrel, single cask. You would never have heard of it, but what they're really saying is top 3 commercial. You know who's fucked the whole whiskey market? Can I say this to you? The fucking Chinese have fucked the market so badly with age statements. The ages are coming down, and they just drink it as a status symbol. And I got to tell you, you got to remember, Johnny Walker Blue used to have whiskeys that were up to 70 years old in it, 60 or 70 years old.
Yeah, teaspoon.
That ain't happening anymore.
Yeah, some of the Chinese buy Stellas there, right, in Scotland. They actually buy some. Do
you like whiskey. The 8? Is it too young?
The 8 is kind of a mixed bag for me. I'll say, all right. So my top 3 distilleries that I would look for at the moment. This will change in 5 seconds. I would say Glen Scotia, Loch Lomond, and Arran. Those 3.
Arran is amazing. I should
my wife
Arran is amazing. Yeah. You know what I had? Can I tell you what someone gave me? I was in trouble with the filth.
Whiskey Arran.
And I had a major court case I won. And this is apparently, it was given to me and I drank it with my barrister. It was $2,000 for a 500 ml bottle.
Wow.
And that was the lock. It was a, let me tell you what it was called. Lock. It was a whiskey. What was it called? I had that bottle and I decided to drink the bloody thing. Let me just have a look. Just hang on. Just bear with me. I'll tell you exactly what it was. and I drank a bottle of it. It was, here we go. It was
I'll
tell you what it is. I'll tell you what it is. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. Just hang on. Just hang on. I gotta find it because it was actually $1,000. Oh, you know what I love? Sorry, I'll tell you what it is. Sorry, just bear with me. Mortlock 25.
Mortlock 25. Okay, yeah, Mortlock is a nice. They're actually changed their game up the last.
That's so expensive. I got to be. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Oh, it's very expensive. But then Mortlock is actually bringing out. If you can get an independent bottling Mortlock, oh my god!
You know what
Amazing.
I would say would be an absolute winner chicken dinner. Absolute dinner. Winner chicken dinner. And that's Glenfarclas 30.
No.
Wow.
I disagree.
Glenfarclas 30, isn't it?
Nope.
It's not that expensive for a 30.
No, Glenfarclas is good if you want to get something that's got a good age statement. Glenfarclas is always the go-to because you can get it really cheap for a comparative statement. But the problem is Glenfarclas, like I've got a 25 here with the 40-year-old sample. The problem with Glenfarclas is their cask they're using a really old and worn out. They're not investing in new cask management, and they just bring out the same stuff. It's very, very subtle and very low ABV. It's not the best stuff. But if you want something that's high ABV that actually looks good, Glenfarclas is the way to go. But
I love red breast. Do you like red breasts?
Red breast is good, except for the cask strength.
It's an Irish. It's an Irish whiskey, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a Scotch.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, Archie, something that I understood also from Ken is like you can have let's say a 12 years old whiskey that can be better than some other Stella that is a 30.
Yes, for sure.
And
you can have something that's
I got to ask this question here. Actually, just having a quick look. There's no more super chats, guys. We've got an interesting guy on. Where the fuck are the super chats? Where are my super chats now, guys? Let me say this to you. Whiskeys, I had so many good memories drinking some nice whiskeys. Let me say this to you. You got a beautiful display there. Where are you? This is your man cave? What is this?
Oh, no, this is my set for my show. This is my set and my man cave.
Let me ask you this. Do you, if you've drunken half, can you just let it sit there for a while, or you should actually finish off the bottle? What's the rules as far as?
If it's half, you can get away with it. If it goes below half, that's when I would say, okay, within the next 6 months, you might want to polish that off. If you want to keep it, put it into a smaller bottle.
Okay. Is that easy?
Okay, Archie, Ken, I'm going to leave you guys for a while because I need to do something.
Hey, Marcelo, thanks for coming on, man. I love you.
Okay, cheers. I love you guys.
Look, I got to tell you, Ken. And Perth, this could be you. If you didn't burn me, you could be on here sharing the whiskey glory with Ken.
I don't burn nothing. I'm a neutral agent.
No, Ken. No, he burnt me. Perth.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to get into
Watch and pray. $2. Ken. Proper 12. What proper 12? Have you ever had Big Pete? I don't know. I'm not a big. What did you think of Big Pete? You had Big Pete?
Yeah, Big Pete is.
I thought
Ardbeg
was peatier.
Yeah, I mean, depending on your palate, Ardbeg can be better. Lagavulin. I mean, Lafroy.
I love the Lagavulin 16. Lagavulin 16.
Brook Lady, if you want a really good peat, that you haven't had one before, grab a Port Charlotte 10. That's deliciousness. And they're doing it.
How much whiskey is behind us there? How much whiskey have you got invested there? Is that $10,000?
$250 or something?
What, 250?
Oh, more like 30. 30 plus.
Grand?
Yeah, about that. Roughly.
Is that a tax deduction because you're running your YouTube channel?
I wish. No. It's all for drinking.
Okay, so do you share your drinks with people, or what's the rule? They got to bring something in? What's the go?
No, but we share. That's the idea. If someone wants to come over and You know, if I get talking to somebody about whiskey and you know they're interested in, I'll say, yeah, let's do it. I did start a group where we just got together.
Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for the sub. Yeah, so when somebody, we did our group meetings, we would come together, and the rule was you bring a bottle. It doesn't matter what bottle you bought, you bring a bottle to the club meeting, and then we all got to share
Leadzilla, $2. You have weak leads, Archie. Archie, weak leads. The leads. Oh, are you a watch person? Are you a watch person?
Yeah, but we won't talk about that. That's only a shitty watch.
Okay.
I got some coming. I keep spending my money on whiskey. That's the problem.
Okie dokie. We got Birminghard. Hey, Birminghard. He's got the same hat. You guys brothers or what's the go?
He got the memo. It's I don't know actually.
Flat cap.
You can have a flat cap. You can have a flat cap.
Just a little Donegal hat. Hey, I don't know if we can trust this guy though. What's he wearing? We haven't.
He's not. He said.
What am I wearing? Well.
He's got all his money in whiskey. He's got a Rolex on.
It's a no-name on
the shelf.
I mean, if he's wearing a squale, I think it's safe to say.
No,
What's yours on whiskey cubes? These whiskey cubes, are they any good? Whiskey cubes?
Personally, I don't like chilling my whiskey. The problem with chilling your whiskey is it reduces the flavors. It's similar to. Like if you don't aerate a good wine, you know, you're not getting the full richness of the flavor. As soon as you reduce the temperature in your whiskey, you're closing all the flavor compounds down and you're not getting the full experience.
Here we go. Calm Ran $5. Belvinny Double Wood.
Yep. Belvinny Double Wood's good. Whether you get the straight 12 or
$2. Do you like any American bourbons?
Yes. Yep. I like my American bourbons as well.
I got to tell you, bourbon and whiskey, they're very, very different. Are you into the Japanese whiskeys? Yamazaki!
Yep.
Yamazaki.
Yeah, Yamazaki and Hayakushu.
You know, I've been to the Yamazaki factory in Japan, the distillery.
Factory. That doesn't... Factory.
Factory, because it's mass-produced. It's mass-produced.
It is mass-produced and it's overpriced.
Hey, factory. That's why I said factory. Steel vat.
It is a factory.
But Yamazaki, I got to be honest with you, I think the Japanese have even, you know what I find really amazing? One of the most amazing whiskeys I've had, Amrut Fusion.
Amrut Fusion is good.
I had a friend of mine who was a complete racist, hated the Indians, hated everybody. You know, he's a real pompous son of a bitch. And guess what? I gave him Amrut Fusion and he said, I hate it. But this is very, very good. What's that?
This is one I tried recently.
Ramper.
Yeah, this is Ramper Selects. This is actually, it's actually not bad. It's very unique flavor profile.
Monticello, this guy, Snack, he no good, Archie, super chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
He no good. Why no good?
Let me ask you this. Hey, Green Room, how are you?
Yeah, I'm okay. Look, I'm expecting a bit of a delivery of some fragrances.
I got some fragrances coming too, actually. I got that Curious.
Yes, but I don't know if it'll come. I have a feeling it'll come real soon, so I might do a little unboxing for you. That's if it comes.
Myself.
Yeah.
Ken, you got what's that? No. What's that blue bottle box behind you there? The top shelf, second from in the middle. What's that bottle there? What is that? Other way. That. What's that? What's that? No, that there. What's that?
Glenfarclas 25 with a 40-year-old sample in
it. Okay. What do you think of the Johnny Walker Blue Label King George V?
You're paying a lot of money for some pretty average whiskey right there.
What's the difference between the blue and the King George? Can I ask you that? Is it that much better?
It all depends what whiskey they've stuck in it with the blend. I mean,
you've never tasted it. You've had blue.
I haven't tried that one. Yeah, I've had blue. I mean, the problem with the Johnny Walker Blue is there's so much whiskey that's blended in there. You got no idea what. And like you said, you know, back in the day they would have stuck some decent age-stated whiskey in there, but now it's all whatever. They shove whatever in there. It's just way overpriced and
anti-blended.
What you actually get, and it's a blend, yeah. I mean, not get me wrong, there is some really good blends, but that's not one of them.
So Ken,
but
he'll
if
do
you
this.
like it, drink it.
Arch will do this from time to time. He'll just take off. So question for you, a couple of questions for you. So you don't chill your whiskey at all?
No.
You just drink it room temp. And you I know so
drink
you
it
use the long stem whiskey glasses.
Yeah, so I've got a Luigi Bramelli Vintuec snifter. So this is an Italian manufacturer, Luigi Bramelli. They make really good glassware. So I do prefer this glass, just because it's easier to twirl and nose and everything like that. But I still use the Glencairn's staple whiskey glass. They're always good. I can't do it in a rocks glass. It's just nope.
So for people that are beginners, the kind of the different theory and whether you're going to use a short glass or like a tulip glass.
Yeah, you want that tulip shape. So it doesn't matter whether you use a Glencairn or a Capita. Just grab a Capita, like if you're into port or sherry or something like that, just grab yourself a Capita. Punch it. No, that's not going to work. All right. So yeah, just grab yourself a Capita for the simple reason when you use a rocks glass, all your flavors are just disappearing up past the glass because you've got this massive surface area. So when you try to nose the whiskey, all the flavors are just disappearing. So when you use something like a Capita, it actually forces all those flavors to be in a smaller area. So when you nose it, you're getting that full experience.
Hey, what's going on there? Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, we're just talking about different types of glasses, Arch.
Hey, I've actually gone over to lead crystal.
Nice.
That's what I've been. I used to use those little Glen, what's his name? You know those.
Okay.
But yeah, they're pretty good. They're nice. They're nice. It's nice to sample a dram, but I decided life's too short. I'm gonna use my fucking crystal. I got given a crystal set. You know what?
Well,
I'm gonna
if you want to do
use
the best of both worlds, you get a Glencairn crystal. That's the way to do it.
Very cool. Let me say to you, worst whiskeys. Worst whiskey. What do you think the worst whiskey
The whiskey
is?
you don't like.
What's the worst whiskey in your case?
Well, it's all relative when you say that.
You obviously hate the
Yeah,
Johnny
that's very
Walkers.
relative. No, I don't hate Johnny Walker.
What do you think of the Explorer series?
I mean, yeah, it really depends. I mean, I was disappointed with. I mean, always disappointed with some whiskies. Like Glenfiddich 14-year-old, the American cast finished with.
Why do whiskey snobs just seem to dislike anything that Johnny Walker does? Can I ask you that? Why?
No. That's why I disagree with you. Johnny Walker can make some decent stuff. The gold is okay. You're not paying stupid prices for it. The green label is really good. It's a really
What about
good
the XR? Do you like
malt.
the XR?
I haven't had the XR.
Okay.
This one, Diageo and Johnny Walker last year brought out the celebratory blend. This is really, really good. This is paying homage back to the original Johnny Walker blend. This is 51% ABV, and it is damn good. And it was like $70 here in Australia when it first came out. Absolutely.
You go to Dan Murphy's? You a Dan Murphy's fan?
I don't have one locally where I am. The next one is like 450 kilometers away. They're all right. They're, for a big chain, they're okay. But there's better.
Who do you prefer then?
Wherever I can get it.
Are you a BWS fan?
If they've got a good bottle at a good price, I'll buy whatever. I'm not a fan of any of them. As long as they've got the whiskey I want at a good price, I'll buy it.
Are you a wine snob?
No, but I do like a drop.
I'll show you what I bought yesterday. I bought this yesterday. I bought a case of it actually because my YouTube's been so shit. I just thought I bought a case of this.
My whiskey AD has no single malts in stock.
Tell me what you think of this.
Oh, pepper jack. Yeah, that's all right.
Pepper jack.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I thought pepper jack is expensive. You know that? That's expensive. It's not cheap. Pepper jack's not cheap. I'm used to drinking. What's the ones with no label? What are they called?
It's like table
Clean
wine?
skins.
Oh, yeah.
I'm used to clean skins. That's what I drink.
Yeah, I mean, you can get some. I prefer not the clean skins, but sometimes you find a good one. Yeah, I like wine. I was actually part of a wine show there for a while. One's pretty good. I mean, I do like port, and especially port.
Tell you what,
whiskey.
you can get fat drinking port. You know that? Oh my god, it's so.
Yeah, but if you have a port finished whiskey, you got best of both worlds.
You can get fat, can't you? Don't you think with drinking whiskey and port can make you very fat?
I don't think so. Like if you drink beer, lots of carbs in it. Wine's got a few carbs in it. Whiskey, not so much, because it's a distilled spirit. So and when you're drinking it, you're only drinking a little bit, so you're not going to get fat as quick as if you were drinking nothing but beer and wine.
Beer and wine. That'll make you fat any day of the week, won't it?
Pretty much. Lots of carbs.
I got to be honest with you, Johnny Walker Blue Label. You hate it. That's what you have Johnny Walker
I don't
Blue
hate
on your
it.
shelf.
I just
You have
think
it
it's
on your
overpriced
shelf.
and overpriced. Nope.
Do you have? Ooh. XR. What do you think of XR? Johnny Walker XR.
Yeah, that one I haven't had. Haven't tried that one.
Yeah, Johnny Walker seems to. The more you spend, the better the packaging. Very commercial.
Well, that's with a lot of whiskeys. But yeah, grab a green label. This is good. There's nothing wrong with this.
I think I'd prefer a Glenlivet to that.
Well, I'm not. I used to love Glenlivet.
The cheapie Founders. What's the Glenlivet Founders? Remember Founders?
Oh, that's disgusting.
What?
Yeah, that was shit.
No.
Yeah, that was shit. Yes, that was shit.
No. Singleton
Yes.
is shit. Singleton is shit. You know Singleton is shit.
Singleton is shit. I'll give you that.
Jim
too.
Queenan. Thanks for subscribing.
Thanks for the sub, mate.
Singleton is shit.
I agree. Singleton is shit.
I used to buy that at the.
That's the current bottling, which is crap. I hate the packaging on that. This is what they brought out after they discontinued it, and when they brought out that stupid Founders Reserve, and then they started bringing out the 12 again after they replenished their stocks. They brought that one out. The original 12, which I was a big fan of at the start of my journey. So that's how they've changed.
Right. Yeah, I remember the grey one a lot. I had a friend who was a crypto
This was only short-lived. This was only short-lived.
I had a crypto gambler.
A little while.
He used to buy that for me every week, and that would keep his crypto luck going. He eventually lost his house.
The normal
doesn't
12.
send me a thing. He doesn't send me a damn thing now.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Well, the 12 got discontinued because they ran out of it.
Now they have
Founders Reserve.
They got no age statement. I don't understand this age statement thing. Do you?
Yeah. Age statement is when it says age on it, when it says 12 years old.
But why do they get so nasty about this? Why do they get nasty about it? It should be age statement should be what the majority of the whiskeys are. It doesn't have to be.
No,
that's what it should be, man. I'm telling you.
No, I disagree. Because this is like a guarantee. So when it says 12 years old, the youngest whiskey that's in this bottle is 12 years old. This could have 25-year-old whiskey in it.
I'm going to have
the
some
youngest has to be a minimum.
Johnny Walker Blue for you, right? I'm going to have some blue for you.
Do it. We didn't pay for it, so it's always a bonus.
I'm going to tell you what I
think. Did you get Johnny Walker Blue as a gift? You didn't have to pay for it?
I love the bottle, but are these bottles worth anything?
Nah. Not unless you got an old antique. An old one.
I love this lead bottle. It's beautiful. You know what I used to do is I used to go and fill this with Singleton. I used to like to Johnny Walker
get a good
Blue.
Singleton, it's all right, but yeah. Limited edition, yes.
Blue
I mean, if you're a Johnny Walker collector.
I'm going to say this to you. I got a friend of mine. You know, the reason I keep a few good bottles of scotch is when I have friends who are passing, meaning they're on the way out to Jesus, I go and bring a bottle over. You understand? What's that?
Yep, I'm with you. Well, somebody just said,
I had a friend of mine, right? Real cheap ass
Kiwi,
Kiwi, right? I went over his place with a bottle of. Let me just explain this to you. Now, come on. You can criticize Blue Label all you like, right? But if you've been drinking garbage and you suddenly drink Blue, you think it's amazing.
That's true.
Okay? It's smooth. The thing about it is most alcoholics I know, they associate smoothness with weak as piss. So this, my friend of mine, we were drinking Blue Label and it's so smooth. And you know what? I got to tell you something. Me and him drank half the bottle. He stood up and collapsed in an alcoholic frenzy. Right? The Pine Barren, I would love you to order me something through Dan Murphy's. Dan Murphy's, Middle Park, Queensland, 4074, Middle Park. I would love some whiskey because I am Mother Hubbard's cupboard. There's not much left. I got that.
So how do they go about getting you a bottle, Arch? What do they got to do?
Basically go online, danmurphys.com.au. Click and collect. You can email me. I'll give you my cell phone number, archieluxury72@gmail.com, archieluxury72@gmail.com. I'll click and collect. I prefer to pick up Dan Murphy's. And I got to tell you, I've been off the booze for a while. Life's too short to be sober. You know what?
And just so they get their value.
I love talking shit with friends of mine. I had a good friend of he's actually the guy who married my first wife. He comes over. I find you get all the secrets out of people when you get them completely tanked. You know what I mean?
That's true. The barriers come down.
Yeah. So, but I got to tell you, seriously, it's nice just to have a good drink. It's a men's thing. I know it's bad for your liver. I know.
No. Whiskey's medicine. Whiskey
the problem is when you drink the really good shit, because I'm used to drinking garbage because I can't afford the good shit. You know what? You drink more because you don't realize the smoothness is actually money. Okay. You think smoothness is weak. And then it just, pow! Many years ago, the only thing I could describe it is many years ago, a guy gave me this bag of beef jerky. I ate 7 packets of beef jerky before I realized the shit expands once it gets wet. Holy shit, was I full. You understand?
Yep. And then you're going to be shitting your ring out for the next couple of days because that stuff goes through you.
It's actually, I like beef jerky. I love beef jerky.
I like beef jerky.
And I got to tell you, seriously, guys, where's the super chat? Super chats. Monte Carlo, Monticello, $2. Perth, he is Schleck. He not wish Archie happy birthday. Are you friends with Perth Luxury?
Hey, I know Perth Luxury. I've been on.
Can you tell him, look, come back to the Pontiff? Could you say that to him? He's turned really nasty on me. You know what? My enemies, right? He used to come on my stream and everybody, the guys I used to run, Marco and JJ, they used to bag him, get this loser off the stream. He's boring. And I used to humor Perth because he's a delusional fantasist, but he's a harmless delusional fantasist. He's got a good heart. And you know what?
No Rolex? You're right. Campbelltown, yep.
In all honesty, I want him back. Can we bring our Perth back? Let's get him back. See if you can work on him. Because he sent me some amazing drops. This came from Perth, the 8, the Lagavulin 8. He's not a bad guy, really. Do you like the 8 compared to the 16? Why is it almost the same fucking price? Can I ask you that?
Oh, well, that's the same with Ardbeg 5, and I just got one of the committee races, the Ardbeg 8. I've only had the neck core out of it. But,
Ardbeg should be 10 as a minimum. It should be 10.
10 is the best. Yeah, the minimum. I agree. The Lagavulin 8, I don't know about it. It's okay, but I think it's a bit young. It's a bit too brash and harsh on the palate. It's okay. I mean, I prefer a 16 or a 12. They're good. If you want a high ABV, grab a 12. 2017, 2018, 2016, that era. They're good. The recent ones, not so much. Kilker 8. Ooh. Lagavulin 9. Yes, I'll give you that. The Game of Thrones edition, Lagavulin 9. That's actually a better one. Yep, that's actually better than the 8. I agree with that. That's actually a good one. Even though Diageo really messed that up with those releases, because they brought out the Game of Thrones when Game of Thrones had ended and everyone was like, Game of Thrones is shit now. They really, if they brought out like season 3, they would have made a killing with those volumes.
Are you watching what's the name? You know, that new series on Netflix?
Squid Game. Squid Game.
Halfway through it.
I can't quite get the concept. These people owe money, so they have to go onto Squid Games. I don't understand this.
Well, the idea is they were down in their life. You know, they owed money. Yep. They were at the bottom of the barrel. So they had the opportunity to win this shitload of money. So they decided to go in there until they realized that everyone was getting, spoilers, everyone was getting knocked off. And then they went, oh, this is no good. And then they had a vote when the money got bigger and bigger, and they kept going. So, yeah. All for the pleasure of some elites.
Yeah, you seem pretty elite with that whiskey collection there. What sort of watch is that? Tell us what watch you've got on your wrist. Ryan vlogs live.
It's a Roma.
Ah, that's okay. Roma's okay.
Yeah,
Ryan vlogs live, $2. Yeah. Those whiskey boxes behind have boxes in them. Yeah.
No, they're all whiskey.
They have bottles in them. They're just empty. They're just empty boxes for show.
They're not empty. That are rigged. He's got a few that are rigged.
If they're empty, they're not on the shelf.
Do you throw them out? What do you do?
I keep some of them just to remind me of the whiskey, and also keep the bottle and the cork because you get
I'm a bit of a hoarder. I got a bit of a hoarding problem. I have a serious hoarding problem.
I have a little bit of a hoarding whiskey problem. That's why I don't have it. I've only got a.
You buy a whiskey a week.
What's
your rule? Do you buy a whiskey? You go to what sort of work are you involved in?
Yeah, I'm self-employed. High tea. No, when it comes to getting the whiskeys,
what sort of work? Corporate or consumer? Corporate or consumer?
Both.
Oh, I hate consumer. You know that.
I actually prefer, depending on the consumer, they'll pay on time. Trying to get money out of corporate is a pain in the ass, especially government. Oh my god, that is the worst.
Which state? You're in Perth, of course, WA.
No, I'm north of Perth.
Do you ever watch Eli the Computer Guy?
Eli the Computer Guy. That doesn't ring a bell.
He's had a YouTube channel for he just said the PC repair business is fucked.
When it comes to repairs, yeah,
I had my own business when I was 15. You know, I started my own business when I was 15. The first hard drive I sold was an ST238R Seagate. That was an RLL Seagate, right? And that was the same hard drive as the Seagate ST225. Do you remember the ST225?
I was going to say, I remember the STs.
The ST225 was a 20 meg. The ST238 was a RLL, which basically gave you compression, and it gave you 30 megs. That was the first hard drive. I used to sell these for, the first one I sold was $485, and I used to install them. $485.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, they had floppies. Used to have floppy disks, 5 1/4 inch floppies.
Yep, 5 1/4. I've still got some.
Ryan vlogs live, $2. Those whiskey boxes behind have bottles in them. Yes, I think he's right. Timepiece fund, $2. Watching whiskey, only wearing drink. Good stuff, Arch. Timepiece fund. I'm now drinking again. Please get me a whiskey because I'm. Joe Kramer, $5. I'm pretty sure I could burn through that whole shelf in less than a week.
Aussie
My
man,
God,
yeah,
Joe
Vlad.
Kramer.
Aussie man.
Where's Aussie man?
Aussie man's he's in Perth. He's got a YouTube channel. He
I've
does
seen
commentary.
Aussie man. He does fantastic, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's fucking funny.
He's had a few close shaves, but because you push the envelope, YouTube gets fucking bitchy, don't they?
He's doing
Are you
it well.
monetized? What's the name of your channel? I'm just going to check your channel out. What's it called?
Yeah, Scotch Down Under. Only at like 650 subs.
That's okay. You got to start somewhere, sunshine.
That's it.
You can't all be Ralphie.
10 is definitely hard to get.
I'm going to subscribe now. I'm going to subscribe now, okay? So now you got 655 subs. Okay,
Cool.
I just subscribed. That's not a bad channel. You got some substance there. What's the problem?
I don't know. I'm not for the big hunt. I just like hanging out, drinking whiskey, and having a good time. That's what we do.
Look, that's fantastic. I got to tell you seriously. No, that's good. You're giving YouTube a shot. You got to give this bugger a shot. Let me just say this to you there. The whiskeys and watches, and they're overpriced for what they are. I got to be honest with you. Serious whiskey. The problem with whiskey is it's fucking expensive. When did you get into this hobby?
Whiskey probably seriously, I'd say 6 years ago, but
I find cognacs can be fucking expensive. A good cognac can be thousands. Fucking ridiculous, right? Champagne.
But you can get a really good age-dated cognac, Armagnac.
Champagnes, I find you got to drink the whole bottle. See, I like a whiskey because a whiskey you can share with a number of friends. Whereas if you have expensive champagne, like a Dom Perignon
and wine,
or a Krug, I had a Krug. And I had what did I have? I have Ace of Spades. I had a fan who bought me Ace of Spades. And I got to be honest with you, you drink it, it's so expensive. Zoe $3. Is that Perth Luxury in secret cover with a beret? I think it could be.
It's not a beret. It's
Tell me this. I'm looking at careers outside of YouTube. Can I go into the PC repair business?
I mean, if you get
what do you charge per hour?
Contract,
What should I charge per hour?
It depends what you're doing. I mean, if you're doing physical repairs, there's not that much demand for that, I don't think, these days. Most of my stuff is online, remote stuff.
You do server support, do you?
Yeah, I do support. I do web design. I do a bit of everything. So I'll do sales. I'll do repairs. I'll do upgrades. I'll do monitoring. I'll do installations. I'll do networking.
Used to be an Optima
website.
dealer. I was a dealer for Optima. Remember Optima?
Okay.
They went guts up. They went guts up.
They sure did.
What I don't know what's happened. This whole industry was. I used to love selling PCs. That was. I don't know. I now do YouTube. I just can't find my place in life.
Archie, you found your place in life.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're ARCHIELUXURY.
This is it. Keep doing it.
You reckon?
You're right there. Yeah. Don't get distracted repairing computers.
I want to repair. I want to repair hard drives. I want to repair. Do backups.
Good luck repairing hard drives now. They're all solid state, and if they're using spinning rust, then there's 10 freaking platters. Good luck fixing that.
Look, could you imagine dealing with customers, people that are trying to get their computer fixed that's 10 years old? It's just not working right, and that's not for you, Arch.
You reckon?
That's not much fun.
You know what? Governments are assholes. I've worked in government. I've been fired from many jobs, mind you, Ken. I have a control problem, okay?
That's why I work for myself. I don't want to work for the man.
You don't want to work for the man? I've done IT contracting for a long time. I'm trying to work out my place in life. I don't know where it is at the moment.
Vlad saying, Archie,
you
this
know
is
what?
your
I
only
want to go
question
back.
life.
I
You
want to
only
go
know
back
about
to a
Windows
DOS world.
95
You
and
know,
MS-DOS.
Ken, I want to go back to a DOS world. I want to run fantastic networks around the house.
Yeah, DOS was fun.
Remember when you had the 2 megabit network cards?
Oh yeah, and you'd go to a LAN party with your mates, and you'd always somebody would forget their end connector, the terminator, with the coaxial.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember they had the T junction, little T's. You had the T's.
Yep,
and
had the T junction. If you didn't have your
on the end.
terminator, you couldn't connect.
A limit of 250 meters of cable from one end to the other end. You had to limit because
unless you had a repeater, and who had a repeater back then?
who had a fucking repeater?
No one had a fucking repeater.
Man, and I remember when the first hubs came out. Remember the hubs came out?
Uh-huh. I was going to say,
that
you'd be
amazing, man.
That
That
was
was
the
so
shit. You just plug into a hub.
amazing. Oh my God,
Yeah.
hubs, man. Hubs.
Except that back in those days, the drivers would suck. They really sucked. They were a
Plug
pain in
and
the
pray. Would you like plug and pray?
Oh,
Plug
yeah.
and pray.
Jesus Christ.
PCI. Remember
was a pain in the
PCI
ass.
bus? 16-bit, 8-bit bus. Then you had plug and play. PCI bus.
Mm-hmm.
I was also a
Good
dealer
stuff.
for Edge. Do you remember Edge?
Yeah, Edge is still around.
No, they're not. They went bankrupt.
Microsoft Edge?
Yeah, mate, I don't think of something else.
No, Edge was a wholesaler who it might be a different one. I got to tell you honestly,
Oh, no,
man.
I'm thinking of.
I'm trying to find my way again in life. Should I go back into the PC repair business? I want to go back. My favorite operating system was DOS 6.22.
I think I've still got the original installation disk for 6.1.
With Windows 3.11.
I remember that. Yep, now it's all
I
cloud.
want to go WordPerfect. Remember WordPerfect?
Oh, yep. I remember WordPerfect.
And I want to also go for, I can still remember the first hard drive I sold was an Seagate ST238R. It was an RLL, not an MFM controller. It was an RLL controller. And you install it into an XT. Okay, it had an 8-bit controller card. And I've got to tell you something. It was revolutionary to have a hard disk. Now, 30 megs is nothing. You know that 30 megs, I take a photograph that's bigger than that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
This was a different era.
I mean, I got a chip this bloody big with solid state that's like terabyte. I mean, not terabyte, gigabytes. Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I don't know what's happened to my career. Can you give me a job fixing PCs? I'm good at XTs, ATs, and 386s.
There's not too much demand for that these days, unfortunately.
I always found IT to
I mean,
be
you could
hard.
always get a job fixing the Windows crap these days.
You know
Windows
what? I got
updates,
fired from
breaking-
an IT job. Can I explain this to you? I was the IT manager, right? And I had this lady, Jane. She was my boss. And we had an old PABX. You know what a PABX is? It's like a phone system.
Yep.
And she said,
I
said,
hate
Jane,
those
we got to
PABX
do
ones.
something about the PABX. And she said, what do you mean, Paul? We've just paid it off. I said, Jane, let me explain it to you. It's 15 years old. Let me explain it to you. IT equipment is like dog years, 1 to 7. When it's 15 years old, this is like an 83-year-old man. I said, it can be perfect today. Tomorrow, when we come in, it could be dead. I said, Jane, it could be dead. And I said to her, Jane, she said, Paul, you're
nice.
so
Super chat,
negative.
super chat.
Here we go. The Pine Baron, $10. Arch, a bottle of one of my favorite single malts will be available for pickup at Dan Murphy's in Middle Park in an hour. Let me know how you like it. Pine Baron.
Oh, what is it? What is it?
Legend of the day, Pine Barren.
He's just a legend. He's just
Yeah,
a
that's
cool
awesome.
guy.
What is it? I'm curious.
I don't know. For
What's
happiness,
your favorite?
you know what? I used to like selling modems. 28. Remember, there were 33.6 modems with 33.6 to the copper.
I mean, if you got a 36K, I mean,
Dial up. Remember dial up? I used to like Microsoft.
Oh, you want this?
MSN. Remember MSN, Windows 95? I remember that. Ah, that's it. Yeah. That's it. That's it. You got one of those. That's it.
What is happening?
Oh my God. You're bringing back good memories.
28K ball modem on a twisted game pair. That was my life for a mini year.
And the real rich people, they had Netcom modems. You remember Netcom?
Yes, Netcom. Yep. I've still got a couple of old Netcoms sitting in the box somewhere.
They're still good, man. It's like the Cisco of modems, okay? They were bloody nice shit, you know.
They were decent. Yeah.
DV and LC, DC
You know,
and
real
LV, $2. Arch, how many times have you been sacked? You know what? I had this job, right? Let me say this to you. I was in IT, right? And they said, what's your salary expectation? And I said, you know something? I just like the fit here. I know you'll do the right thing by me. I don't even care about the money. That's what I said in the interview, right? I said, I just feel so at home here. This is what makes me feel good, right? And then I said to Jane, 3 months after my promotion had finished, I said, Jane, Marcelo's on the line now. Let's get him. He's doing some walkies.
Okay.
Yeah,
Pine Barren.
Great to
Very
go to
quickly,
lunch.
$10. The Scotches Bowmore 12. I went to the distillery on a Scotland golf trip 1 year ago. I really enjoyed it. Pine Barren, you are a legend. Marcelo, it was nice to talk to your wife. How is she? She's okay?
Yeah. We're going to, today's my day off, so we're going to go to lunch soon. So, you know, take a time to fix herself. So
I think that's fantastic, man. So you know what? Wait. Oh, he's fell out. Let me say this to you, Ken. Ken, I got to tell you this in all honesty. With the I got fired. Sorry, he's back again. He's back again. Just hang on one tick. I just started telling the story. I got fired. I said to Jane, I don't care about the money. It's a good fit here. 3 months later, I go into her office and said, Jane, I need more money. She said, Paul, I thought you said money wasn't important. This is what I said to her, Ken. Jane, that's the lies I told you to get the job. Now that I'm here, I can tell you the truth.
I laughed my ass off when you said that on the stream a couple of days ago.
And you know what? The bitch fucking fired me. The fucking bitch fired me. Can you believe that? I didn't last long.
You were honest. You were like, okay, I appreciate that, but yeah.
You had to. How are you, Marcelo? You're having lunch with the wife. You know what,
with a
Marcelo?
wife and a friend. We have a VIP friend.
They always want to bring a friend along.
I've got a complaint about the watch community.
Yes.
They always seem to do these Instagram photos and stuff with shitty bottles of scotch. Like I saw, you know, proper 12 and, you know, just low end average little entry type. You know, you get a good watch and then you get these shitty whiskeys. Like, seriously, guys, get a decent freaking whiskey if you're gonna have a nice watch. Well, why degrade the watch with a shitty whiskey?
Kane, that's why you exist. I tell you. Look, Archie have a very interesting audience that probably know a lot about watches, but maybe not that much about whiskey. So that's why I told the Archie, I suggest if it's possible for Archie to do a special with you after the program.
I'll tell you what now,
maybe
right?
next time.
You know what? You know what? I am going to make a posting as we've spoken because you have complained about the watch community. I'm going to post it now. Okay?
Just have a good bottle of scotch. The person, you should look at the photo and go, "Oh, that's a nice bottle of watch. That's a nice bottle, and that's a nice watch." Not that's a really nice watch. What is with that whiskey? Why would you use a bottle? Yeah.
Arch, what do you think? As the same like you did a special with the car, maybe making a special program with whiskey seems awesome, no?
I like the whiskey. You know, I
Pairings.
was supposed to be doing that with Perth, but he stabbed me in the back.
Okay, now you have Ken. Ken have a bigger collection.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any high end, but I've got a better taste with a lot of these Instagrammers that are doing these watch photos. It's like Jesus.
Look. One thing I can say about Perth, with all respect, yeah, his whiskeys are expensive, are very expensive. So you also have expensive shit.
You got some decent whiskey. You get some decent whiskey.
Okay. No, because you have sometimes things that I can call it back to earth that most of us can afford. So
I mean, it comes down to your position and what you like to drink.
Ken, do you get an insurance policy, like a rider, an umbrella policy that covers all your whiskey?
I need to because he drink them. He drink them.
Yeah, I drink. I know it's doable, but if it's like, but if you have that much into, I just didn't know. It's the same thing with people with their watches.
Yeah,
like you get watches and you got to get them appraised, and
the watches you don't drink.
People and like I've got all my camera gear because I do videography and photography, so all that gear's and astronomy, and so all that gear's covered, but. My whiskey
I just posted Archie Luxury 88. Check it out. I just posted whiskey and watches. There you go. To tribute for Kenny. There you go. Check it out there.
Like this 30-year-old, this is a $2,000 bottle. You know, I wouldn't like that to go. I've never even opened that yet.
What is it? Now tell me this: you keep it on the shelf. Do you ever go like this to keep the cork lubricated? Do you do that to keep the cork lubricated?
Some people say to do that. Some people say, you don't need to. Yeah, the problem with that, unlike wine,
I've had the corks disintegrate.
Yes, that's why I keep my old bottles and my old corks. Because sometimes, you have to swap them out. Here's a prime example: is the Glen Scotia Victoriana. This cork completely just disintegrated and went to shit. I mean, look at this garbage. Why isn't my camera working?
I had my Glen Farkless did that. My Glen Farkless 30. By the way, Marcelo, I recommend after lunch, why don't you take your wife to one of those sneaky love hotels just for a bit of fun?
You know what, man?
Take her friend as well.
No, my friend. My friend came yesterday. He told me there is a hotel for 3 hours. They charge like $400.
$400?
Yeah.
Why? Is the girls provided?
I think the places look big and you have a jacuzzi and it's like a very
Joe
nice,
Kramer, $2. Archie, you and me, let's get drunk sometimes. You betcha, Joe. That's amazing shit. By the way, guys, I think that's what we should do. I'm going to have a whiskey party where we get completely drunk and just talk whiskeys and watches and life and everything in general.
Well, that's pretty much what I do on my stream. I'll stream for 8 hours, 12 hours. I've done.
I want to do PC repairs. Can we talk about PC repairs?
We talk about everything. It's an open pub. We can talk about everything. We just.
I want to get back into PC repairs. I want to get DOS.
I am with Archie.
I've actually worked at places, right? I did desktop support, and the people didn't. The other people I worked with, they didn't even know what DOS was.
Back in the times of DOS.
No, this was a couple
Windows
of years
98,
ago.
Windows XP.
They don't know DOS. You remember DOS, don't you?
They were still running on DOS. Yeah. I've still got original DOS installed. I think it's 6.1, 6.2.
What's the oldest DOS you remember? I remember 2.1. DOS 2.1.
I mean, Jesus, I remember way back.
I even used to use DR-DOS. Digital Research DOS.
Oh, damn.
Hey, man, Marcelo, you really are the man there. Birmingham, you drinking whiskeys? What's the go there?
No, like fancy whiskey. Like 2 weeks ago, it was a Crown Royal. It's nothing.
That's the Canadian. I like actually Crown Royal's not that bad. That's okay. That's a reasonable drop.
Yeah, I was training on a military base though, so it seems to be a favorite.
What's the worst whiskey? I think Teachers. What do you think of Teachers or VAT 69, Ken?
VAT 69. I mean, there's no bad whiskey. If you like drinking it, drink it, you know. But Teachers, if you get some of the good Teachers, that's actually good. If you get the bog standard level entry stuff, it's okay. But if you like drinking that and mixing it or whatever,
the good thing about drinking Teachers and VAT 69 is after you've had that for a while, Red Label actually seems quite premium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got to tell you, man, seriously, I think you're a bit of a whiskey snob. I actually think...
No.
Are you any blended? Do you like any blends? Is there any blended whiskey?
Yeah.
Dimple.
Got the Dimple up there.
You know, Royal Salute. Royal Salute is just Glenlivet with an age statement, isn't it? Glenlivet. Royal Salute is just Glenlivet with a 21 age statement. It's who? Who is it? Who is it? It's Royal Salute. Who's Royal Salute? Royal Salute.
Royal Salute.
That ceramic bottle, you must admit, is amazing. Don't you think that ceramic?
Oh, that is. Yeah, just don't keep them in there for a long time because it will evaporate.
Birmingham, favorite whiskey. Well, you're a bourbon drinker, aren't you? Bourbon.
Yeah, my.
You know, port. Why are ports so cheap? Why are ports so cheap? You can get a really old port for not a lot of money.
Well, it depends on what port you're getting. All right, so your bourbon, Smoke Wagon. Oh my God, Smoke Wagon uncut, unfiltered. That is so good.
Are you a vodka fan? I like a bit of Grey Goose.
Not great.
Grey Goose. You a bit of a Grey Goose? Anyone Grey Goose? That's a rice vodka.
Yep. Rum. Yep. Rum's another good one.
Bundy's a bit nasty. What do you find Bundy? It's very nasty.
Oh, Bundy's not rum. That's shit.
Yeah, it is garbage, isn't it?
Yeah, Bundy's shit. It is.
Southern Comfort. Are you a Southern Comfort fan?
Oh my God! In my young years, I got messed up on that stuff. I used to love the label, and then recently, where I was on the stream, we were talking about our stuff that we used to drink when we were younger and got messed up on it, and we looked at the label of the current Southern Comfort. It looks like shit. I used to like the logo and the Southern Comfort. Oh my God!
You know who was the Southern Comfort fan? Was Stevie Wright from the Easy Beats. You know Stevie Wright from the Easy Beats. He was a Southern Comfort.
Oh,
he's dead now. God rest his soul. He's dead. Birmingham. A few quips would be good.
I may. I actually do kind of have a question for Ken. If you mostly talk about whiskey, why isn't your channel Whiskey Down Under? I think more people would probably be searching for whiskeys than Scotch specifically.
Well, Scotch is Scottish. It's got to be made in Scotland, you know. Whereas
when I was,
I'm guessing, are you Scottish?
When I was doing my logo, when I was doing my logo, I was designing my logo, and I did Whiskey Down Under, but I ended up just going Scotch Down Under by mistake, and I went, too late. I'll just go with it.
Because I think the channel's still available. So before you start partnering up with
Burner, have you heard of Lime Burner?
Oh, I love lime burners. Love lime burners.
That's expensive.
Hell yeah.
That's expensive.
It is, but it is really good. I mean, they're popping it out of the park. They're just kicking out of the park. They're winning heaps of awards every year. I've got an interview with Cameron Syme, the owner and master distiller at Fat Lime Burners on my channel. Yeah, Lime Burners is great stuff. Really good stuff. But yes,
expensive. I think it's very dear for what it is, but
it's worth it. I mean, they're bog standard stuff. It's about $140, the 44%. But it's good.
Do you ever buy stuff at auction, Ken?
Not as of yet. I mean, like watches with the secondary, it's a shitstorm.
Is it?
Yeah, it really is. And with bourbons in America as well, with the secondary, oh my God, it's a nightmare. Yeah. There's a lot of flippers, same as watches with the whiskey. There's a lot of flippers. It's a minefield.
Killed the market? It's the Chinese that have killed the market, isn't it? Can we blame the Chinese?
Well, they haven't killed the market, but they've definitely fucked the market up.
They fucked it up because they buy it by the caseload, and what they've done is they've made it a status symbol, and they have no understanding. You know, I've had people. I offered my brother expensive whiskey. He wanted to put Coke with it. I mean, that's the sort of people who you want to keep out of the hobby.
No, if people want to do that, they can do it. But yeah,
you should be getting Singleton or Johnny Walker Red. That's what it was made for.
Yes, yeah.
What do you think the best mixer? What's the best mixer? What's the best low end mixer? What do you think is a mixer? Do you reckon Johnny Walker Red, Singleton?
No, Monkey Shoulder.
Sorry, Monkey Shoulder. That's expensive. That's $40.
No, it's
Monkey. It's $45 a.
Monkey Shoulder.
Yeah, Monkey Shoulder. That's actually. I think that's a bit better than just a mixer.
Yeah, I don't mind drinking this as it is, but if you're making a good cocktail.
When was the last time you had Red Label by itself, Ken?
We just did an episode recently. It was a blind. So one of our guys on our show, he bought a blind, and we all did a review on it, not knowing what it was. I picked it, but it was interesting to have.
You picked it.
I picked it, yeah.
And what did you say about it?
Well, because I didn't know what it was. There was three of us. He knew what it was, and I was like, "Yeah, this is the blend. This is low ABV. It's a little bit thin. I'm thinking it's Johnny Walker." And yeah, I picked what it was, but it was interesting to try it blind without any preconceptions.
It's not as. I think it's improved a lot. Or you don't agree?
I don't think it's improved. I mean, if you've got an old bottling, like anyone who's got one of the old bottlings from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, compared to the modern day stuff, it's night and day.
Most people haven't stored it right, have they? Is an old bottle of Johnny Walker Red worth anything? I don't think it is it?
Yeah, it's worth a few bucks. I mean, nothing exorbitant, but it's worth a few bucks, especially for Johnny Walker collectors. They love that stuff. There's a big fan base of Johnny Walker.
Because it doesn't improve once it's in the bottle, does it?
No, it doesn't change. I mean, you do get old bottle effect on some, but yeah, it doesn't change.
What's the old bottle effect?
Yeah. Just where you might get a little bit of, but just it's a little stale, you know, it's like a barn house or it's kind of, yeah, it's hard to describe. It's kind of, it's like it's sat for a while. Like, you know, if you get a good beer and it's sat for a while, you know, it changes in the flavor and the experience. So you can't get that old bottle effect.
How do you know, like craft whiskeys that are really just, you know, they're advertised like, oh, this is a small batch distiller, but it's really just rebranded.
Marketing. Yeah.
For me personally, like that seems to be like kind of what I think kind of keeps me out of it a little bit, is because I'm like, oh, okay, is this just a marketing minefield? And
it is
you drift too far from the larger.
Yeah, but saying that, especially in the bourbon, there's heaps of craft whiskey producers coming out. The same here in Australia. There's lots of them coming out. It's kind of I agree, it is a minefield. You have to try and weave your way through and find the good ones. And similar to, you know, watches, just go on YouTube and people review stuff. And if you identify with that person's palate and, you know, they say it's pretty good, then you might give it a go. But yeah, it's definitely when you walk into a bottle shop and if they've got a bunch of craft whiskey.
Is that worth $250?
I don't think so.
Beautiful packaging.
Oh yeah, nice packaging. You can get lots of whiskey at a decent price for them. Nice packaging.
No, Johnny Walker does the best packaging. Pine Barren, $5. Does an unopened bottle of whiskey theoretically last forever, or is there a shelf life? Good question.
Theoretically, yes, it'll last forever if it's sealed. The downside is the cork. So a lot of whiskey guys are actually saying, "Oh, with the Japanese stuff, synthetic corks or just screw tops with the plastic seal, because the corks disintegrate. Eventually,
Chivas
it
Regal.
will
What do you think of
evaporate through
Chivas
that cork.
Regal? Chivas Regal.
It's all right for a blend.
Dimple
It's okay.
or
I mean,
Chivas?
I've got a bottle there. I've never
What's
even
better,
opened.
Chivas or Dimple?
Personally, I think Dimple. Dimple, for my palate, it's got that honey nectar kind of quality to it. The 12 or the 15, they're both pretty good.
At what age did you start drinking whiskies?
17-ish.
Are you a Bailey's Irish whiskey fan?
When I was younger, my dad didn't mind having a bit of Bailey's every now and then. I mean, if I'm going to make a rusty name, you could have Bailey's, so Bailey's all right.
Bailey's is very good.
Yeah, Bailey's all right. I mean, a couple others.
That was my entry drug. That was my entry drug into whiskeys. Is Bailey's. Bailey's. I used to love Bailey's.
What's the drinking age in Australia?
18.
18.
I started drinking about 7.
It's 21 in America.
Oh no.
21 to drink. But you're an adult at what age?
Anything. 18 for the most part.
You're an adult, but you can't drink. Is that right? Adults can't drink.
Hey, you can go die for your country, but dang it, you can't have a beer.
Oh, that's the stupid thing. Yeah, that's like when I joined the army, I was 17, can't legally drink. I can drive a car and drive it into somebody, and I can go to war with a rifle and shoot somebody, but I can't have a drink.
Yeah, and we can mostly start driving at 16, like for most states. Like
same here.
So
what is it, 16 3/4 or 17 or
younger in farming communities, but yeah.
Actually, younger farming communities can do it from 14.
14, yeah.
Farming communities. Why
you get your pilot's license before you get your driver's license?
It's because for people like like Joe Kramer, right? Like people will have family farms, and so the older teens are able to drive. Like tractors can go on the roadways and that kind of stuff. So they're driving a motor vehicle, so they're able to be driving a farm.
In Australia, they're driving a ute around the paddocks, when they're young.
You don't need a license to drive on your own property, but
no, you don't.
Yankee
Not here in
Doodle.
Australia.
$2. One of my favorites are Glenmorangie Signet. Yes, Glenmorangie is amazing shit. I love Actually, Glenmorangie is probably the best single malt Scotch bang per buck you could ever think of. Glenmorangie.
It's one of those great distilleries that are producing really good stuff, and it's a good entry level to get into. Grab the Glenmo 10, and then grab your La Santa, grab your Signet, your Nectar d'Or. Grab all those because they're a great entry level into different finishes with Glenmorangie, because every one of those pretty much has the 10-year-old as their base, and then it's finished. Oh, Quinta Reuben, that's another one. The Altar, heaps.
I got to tell you guys, Marcelo, I really love this train footage, man. This is so fucking cool. There's no graffiti on the train. You notice that?
Yeah, that's a lot cleaner than New York.
They make subway porn, but have you seen that subway porn?
Can't say that I have.
It's very cool.
You can't say I have. I didn't know it was such thing, but it makes sense.
Japanese subway porn. It's
subway. You just Google Japanese subway porn. It's a genre.
No, I don't think I want my browser
from your work computer, right?
Yeah, do it from your work computer on an open network. Yeah, just do that. Yep.
I gotta tell you, Birmingham, whiskey, watches. What more do you want in life? Whiskey is Joe Kramer, $5. Thank you, Joe. I'm desperate for some money at the moment. Joe Kramer, $5. A lot of our farm kids will work the system. They will throw feed and part in the back, so they can drive every day at age 16.
So here in Australia, a lot of kids on farms will actually have an old beater ute that they drive to the front driveway so they can get in the bus, and they'll leave the ute there when they finish school, and they jump back in the ute and then drive back to the farmhouse. That's pretty common.
A good cigar. Arch,
£5
a good cigar you could ask for.
I'm currently selling a 9-year-old Tom at Tin cask in Bond in Scotland. Is anyone interested? You can leave it grow old. Good investment. You can leave it grow old. What do you think of that? A 9-year-old Tom at Tin cask. What does that mean? What's he trying to sell there?
It's a 9-year-old tomato cask strength.
How much would that cost? What sort of money are we talking about?
I don't know. I'd have to know some more information about the bottle. Tomato is good. I mean, excuse me, tomato 14-year-old portwood. I'm a big fan of port finish whiskies. I love the tomato 14 port.
I'm a little bit disappointed with your opinion on Redbreast, I must say. Glenn Farkless, you really hurt me with your words. I love Glenn Farkless. That was a premium drop.
Well,
why would...
No, Glenn Farkless 105 if you want a good Glenn Farkless. Cast strength.
What's wrong with Glenn Farkless 30?
It's shitty cast. Like, if you want a good sherry finished whiskey, 30-year-old Glenn Farkless is not the way to go.
I've had the best of the best tell me it's amazing.
Look how nicely everyone is dressed on the subway. They're all wearing suits or like
everybody
suit dresses. Yeah.
Well, it is Tokyo, so.
Man.
You just gotta get back to. You just need to get back to Asia. You just need to get back to Asia, Arch. Forget the IT work.
IT. Fixing XT. You know what I mean? Can I be your math coprocessor installation specialist?
I was going to say 286 with a math coprocessor.
Yeah, 287. Remember that? 287, and it wasn't just Intel you could go to.
No, and then the 386s come out, and then 486 was the big one. Yes, 486 with a mass coprocessor was the shit.
Okay, I'll wrap the show up then, okay?
Yeah, I was thinking that. There's definitely not peak hour in that train.
I'm just having lunch with Plastic.
Oh, you guys haven't met yet?
You know, Plastic, the guy who does the skits. Plastic, he does the devil. He does evil wizard. He's wizard here.
He's a man of many talents.
Yeah. I got to tell you guys, it's been great having you on here. It's been a very bad day for super chats. Let me just tell you this. Absolutely.
It's a Monday, Arch.
There we go. There's another one.
I got to be honest with you. It's been pretty damn bad. Joe Kramer, $10. Archie, I was going to buy a Tudor Black Bay 36 silver dial just to keep my girls happy at the Rolex boutique. I have an 800 credit. What do you reckon? Do you reckon I do that or take my money and run for Cartier? I reckon I would go. I reckon I would go a GMT. Get a Pepsi, Diet Pepsi. You got a Diet Pepsi, haven't you, Birmingham?
Yeah.
Go for a Diet Pepsi. That's where you want to go. And Andrew, £2. It's full barrel. Laugh out loud. Arch, I'll cut you in on the deal. Guys.
Oh, it's a barrel. Oh.
It's a barrel. That's worth thousands, isn't it?
It's a barrel of Spartan. Yeah, that's a few biggies.
That'd be like 20,000, wouldn't it, or what?
Oh, it depends. But yeah, if you've got a barrel, you can make your own label.
That's incredible.
Oh shoot, an Archie luxury whiskey.
Yes.
Archie luxury tomato. Yep.
Guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. Ken, please, guys, please subscribe to Ken's channel. It's called Scotch Down Under. Subscribe to Marcelo. Marcelo's trying to desperately get monetized.
Yeah, please. I'm desperate. I'm stuck in 320 like 2 weeks.
Oh, hello. Say hello. She's waving to us. Look at the girls waving to us.
I think she's throwing
hello,
game
beautiful.
Signs.
Hello.
I think she's saying, "Stop filming me."
stop filming. I actually, Pine Barren, $10. Arch, I
probably
forgot
slap
to
him in
tell
the
you.
face.
I went to Louis Vuitton boutique. They have a 220,000 Tourbillon for sale. Absolutely beautiful, all in house.
That's my wife.
I'd want a discount. I'd want a discount. Okay, guys, because they're part of LVMH is part of Zenith and Tag Heuer. They own them. Guys, I'm wrapping up today. Thank you for coming on. Come again. Ken, come again. And Perth Luxury, if you're watching, this could be you. We could be talking the whiskeys with you, but you were an asshole. You didn't want to play the Archie game. And look what happened to you, Perth. Delusional fantasist. He's a delusional fantasist. Delusional fantasist.
I got no idea about all that. I'm neutral.
Okay, guys, we'll be back tomorrow. See you later. Great show, guys. What a great show. Fantastic. Look, we got Marcelo there. You couldn't ask for better than that. This has been YouTube Gold. Absolutely fantastic, guys.